Come on in the room. Mm-hmm. Come on in the room. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good tonight? I hope y'all are coming through doing good tonight, cause baby, we got one or two things that we're gonna take and we're gonna run past y'all ears for a little bit. We're gonna be like Daisy, just a dab gonna do you, but we finna get it. So without further ado, y'all know this is what the night of shade. So don't forget to have your what's the threes in the comments whenever you feel the shade coming through, because tonight is the night of what grievances. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into what's into the show. Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting into my own little beat right there. I said, "Hey, come on, let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out." Child, I done caught a cramp. My thighs and everything is just killing me right now. Well, you know her, you love her. You know she's what a regular. She is what one of the panelists of what the Minds. She is the owner, the founder, and the CEO of what? Pass the Sugar, the one and only Lily. Help me welcome to the stage. All righty then. What's going on, Lily? Coming through with the old Signin picture. What's going on with you this evening?
Yes, darlings. Hello, divines. Hello. How are you all doing?
Yes.
Welcome to the night of shade, honey.
Right. And you can catch
Mm.
this one every Tuesdays and every Friday, dropping what? Those new up and coming music videos with the breakdown from the one and only Zalin artist. Don't forget to go like, share, subscribe, y'all.
Hello.
Child and the reader of the read, all the way from what? Texas. The one and
Baby,
only. The queen herself, the throne
the longhorn
baby, the
hoe herself.
husband around the throne baby, cousin Faith.
Watch your
Hey,
man. You should
Not
watch your
Hey,
throw
mouth.
baby.
the throne baby.
whatever.
Oh, when she
Did she
come through with
say?
hair
Did she say
did.
the Longhorn herself?
She did.
I did.
I mean,
Boy.
we supposed to be a little bit of shade. Why wait? Let's get into it.
Wait,
Huh?
why Leandria up here giving Nicki Minaj when her dress was zip up on the award show
You know what?
Ooh,
when she was holding her dress together, girl.
I'm done.
You
I'm not
know
even gonna
what?
tell you
You
nothing.
know, it was showing too much
She said
cleavage.
the show must still go on.
Period.
The
Here
show
and
must still go
yet.
on.
Here and yet.
Wow.
Yeah. How's
Child, what's
everyone
going
doing?
on? This is good. It's good. What's going on? Lily's in the house with us. Roll call. So, um, Jatari, what's going on, my love? The Bam's in the building, and the one and only Coco D with what the T is in the building with us this evening. So, I guess y'all, I'm gonna give Bambi her space because she likes to come in and take over for a few minutes, and then we're gonna get into the show.
Girl, I was just speaking, girl. M- Baby Miss Strawberry Shortcake Honey is giving us face tonight, girl. Do I see lashes, girl? Oh, okay,
You know
girl. Yes,
what?
ma'am, honey. Giving us a little rose, honey. Just a
Because
little
a rose
rose,
is
girl.
still a
While she's
rose.
at the chateau.
Yes,
Chateau.
baby girl. You're still
You're
a
still a
flower.
flower. They can what? Use you and abuse you, leave
Okay.
you and hurt you. But baby girl, you're still a
You're
flower.
still a flower. Ow.
What's up, His
Uh,
Majesty the King? I ain't seen you around. The Aries King is here.
the
Okay,
Aries King
then.
girl.
Hey, Majesty.
Oh, girl.
Hey, Jatari.
I
Miss
just got
Coco.
gas. Oh,
I love my Aries friends, but y'all are alive.
Oh,
Oh,
Zylan, girl. Y'all clap for Zylan so he can stand up, girl.
Boy, I stand up.
you terrible. You are a terrible person. You're just a terrible person.
Yes.
so before we go further, what's going on, Miss Sylvia Wilson? I seen you over there reading for Silver.
Girl,
Yes, Miss
she
Sylvia
was
was
reading.
reading.
You were
I
reading
learned
for
something
Silver, baby.
tonight. Mama knows how to read.
You completely gathered. That's
Okay,
all I'm
we
gonna say. You
Miss
Baby,
gathered
Sylvia
this
read.
evening.
Come
she
on.
read the cheap ankle bracelet off of Miss Lady Ankles, honey. I was
I'm
like, girl.
sure.
I said, "What? We're reading now?" I said, "She knows how to read," and she was
Oh, Mama came in.
reading. She came in reading, baby.
She didn't miss a beat. I said,
Not
oh,
Uh,
okay, girl.
I'm okay, Miss
she.
Sylvia.
She did what she gathered.
Oh, that's right,
Oh,
Majesty.
your
Your
birthday
birthday
is
is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Whose birthday in the morning?
Majesties.
Oh, well, happy
Oh,
birthday.
Majesty. Well, you know what the king gets on his birthday, honey.
You know what? And
Right,
then she wonder why I call her the Longhorn hoe.
Oh,
right.
not the
Girl,
Longhorn hoe.
just as long as it's long.
Oh,
Well, happy
well,
early
you play around with
birthday.
short ones too. Let's not
I
pretend
hope
like
you
you don't play
enjoy
around with
yourself.
short ones too, girl.
And if she does, because she's not a size queen.
She died.
Oh,
Just
she
because she
was.
just because she can handle the long corn doesn't mean she won't go for the bite size
But
either.
can you handle the Longhorns?
All
Inquiring
of it,
minds do want to know.
every inch.
That's between him and his business.
Right.
So, without further ado, because the shade has already started, we are gonna get into the night of shade. First up on
I
what?
was smoking her lips.
The
The
dog.
shade. Let me get this out of the
What?
way. So, His Majesty the King, this is for you, baby. I hope you enjoy it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Giving up is not an option.
Praise the Lord. Yes. How
Excited.
old are you? I could have went this way. everybody ran.
You know what? Good night, y'all. I'll be back Sunday.
I'm not coming back. Night.
My Sunday.
So we can go ahead and
Yeah.
get right on into it. I don't know if y'all are aware of the situation. So the first person that we going to have a slight um
Girl, let me fix my light.
is the one and only Waka Flocka Flame and Tammy. You are being summoned to what's the shade tree this evening.
What they done did now?
Okay, so this is the situation that I have. So I don't know if y'all remember when Zaya came out publicly or whatever, and Wade and Gabrielle Union and the whole family built a safe place for Zaya to be. I'm just running it to y'all right quick. Just giving y'all a little synopsis and anyway.
The
So
backstory.
when they made her feel secure about who she was and supported her family or the family stood behind her and supported her and stuff and first thing to him and Lil Bootsy and all them peoples wants to take a run and say is that, first of all, that the child's too young. Child, then Lil Bootsy in his ignorance talking about you gonna chop the genitals off. Long story short, when they asked um Waka Flocka about the situation, you know, he had homophobic slurs to take and say. Moving
This was
past that,
recently.
yes, this is in the last year because
Oh, when it
Zyla,
all happened, when it
yeah,
all came out.
she's only been
Oh,
she's only been
I
in
didn't,
the public
I didn't
with
hear about this.
everyone for like a year or so now.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and then they had all of the backlash about her taking interviewing Michelle Obama, which is the true first lady.
Right.
When they had all those issues and problems or whatever with the situation. This is where I am with the situation. I understand people make mistakes. And I do understand people can learn and grow from situations. Um, so the comedian I am Zoe, which everybody know him from uh what is it, goddamn Zoe, and being on Wildin' Out, different things like that. He made the statement to him just a week or two ago before Waka Flocka's daughter came out and said to him, you should watch what you say about someone else's kids because you basically can be dealt the same hand. So on WeTV, which the T.S. Madison experience is on there, they basically did had that situation to come out last week. And so when Zoe made the comments in the commentary about the situation, about him, you should be mindful of what you're saying about someone else's kid, and you are just taking and bashing Wade for standing with his child and respecting his child's wishes by calling her and using the proper pronouns. And now that your daughter is coming out and saying it, just a year ago, you were bashing and saying that he should be what kind of father figure or whatever that is to allow him to do that. And I'm paraphrasing a lot of stuff because I want to spend time on it, but I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time onto it. So
Right.
Tammy's standing in her closet, his wife, and says that that's what's wrong with the quote unquote the community, because they don't never want to take and give anybody a leeway and say that people can learn from this, that, and the third or whatever like that. My problem comes into this: you are a celebrity, not big as you used
Hold
to be,
on.
but
Excuse me.
still, hold on, you're a
Tammy said
celebrity.
that to. Tammy said that.
Tammy said this is her rebuttal to take up for her husband to I
Okay.
am
Okay. I
Zoe,
got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that why can't the community, meaning the gay community, the
Right. I got it.
LGBT,
Okay.
why can't you take and just allow a person some grace because he was
Hmm.
learning this, that, and the third, and maybe he has learned from this, that, and the third or whatever like that. My question to her is, and I hope this gets back to her because I would love to have a conversation with her. It's true, it's good that you can say that he's learned and he's grown. On the same token, you being a celebrity, you being a couple as a celebrity, Just because he made the mess, it's not your responsibility, A, to clean it up. B, he should
Period.
be more mindful of the way that he says things about different people, because you have so many different variety of people that take and listen to music. Not only to music, but you're an influencer because you are someone's idol. I'm not saying that I'm not. Somebody is looking up to someone every day, but you're at that point that you have he has so much to say, but now that the book is falling into his lap, now he wants to be like, oh, gun ho, and he supports it. But my question to her is, would it be the same thing as if he was a male child and says that I want to take my boyfriend to our siesta or cantina, whatever it is? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing. That's the double standard male heterosexual mind frame. Oh, it's a girl, so it's okay. They're going through a phase where they may be experimenting. But if it's a guy, oh, they condemning him and going to hell, which leads us into the little Nas thing, which we're going to get into next. But y'all thoughts and opinion?
Hold on. So did the daughter come out as
The daughter came
lesbian
out
or
and said that
something?
she wanted to take her girlfriend to the cantina that they were
Oh,
having.
okay. Okay.
And
So
Cantina.
he's fine with it.
aside
He's
from
gun
that,
ho with it, and he's fine with her taking her girlfriend to the cantina. He had nothing but positivity, and he wants to be all happy with her. And now they're taking videos of him tying her shoes, and him being in love and having the little rainbow flag and all this kind of stuff. But
Girl.
not even
this
a year
isn't this
ago.
isn't right. This isn't the first time that he's had issues. Because if y'all remember on Love and Hip Hop, when what's her name, D. Smith was on the
Yes,
show, he had a whole thing to say, and Tammy tried to come to his rescue about that. Well, actually, Tammy was put it in. I'm not gonna say she came to his rescue. D. Smith had it, or Betty, I don't know, one of them had an issue with Tammy because of what her husband said. Now, I don't think that she should be condemned for what her husband thinks, because
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so
that
either, but
Tammy
she
thinks
should not. I
that
don't feel
way.
like it was her place to take and try to clean up his mess. It was his place to issue the apology, not
Right.
hers. And I
No,
also
I'm
feel like
speaking
because
on
during
the
that,
past.
I got you. And on that same token, though, his mom, Deb, even came out and said, I didn't raise my son this way, this, that, and the third, to try to take and save grace with a lot of his fans and followers. What I'm saying, though, is, and then I'm going to let you finish speaking. When you're a celebrity and you have a platform, even to us that have smaller platforms that's not as big, we have a certain responsibility to make sure not only that we're giving a conscious decision on what we're taking and saying about people, but be mindful of the way that it's being perceived. You see what I'm saying? So I'm done. Y'all can go and speak and say what y'all need to say, and I'm gonna chime in whenever I feel like I need to. But y'all can chime in now.
Go ahead, baby.
But I don't think that Waka Flocka has an issue with gay people. I think he had an issue with um, trans people. I think he had an issue because he did speak about gay men. He has spoke about that before. He was like, I ain't got no issue with them or whatever. I just don't want no man calling me cute or whatever. He was like, don't tell me I look good. That's what he said, and that's kind of like how most, I'm not gonna say most heterosexual men think, but it's still like it's okay if another heterosexual man call you handsome, or Steve Harvey called niggas sexy all the time, and that's ain't nothing wrong with it. But if I was to be like, oh, Walker, you look sexy in that suit, which I wouldn't say that to a grown man that I'm not trying to talk to or something like that, or that I know is not gay. I may say, oh, you look nice today, or you look nice in that suit, or whatever. He was more so saying he don't even want a nigga saying that. Like, don't tell me I look good.
Why is it so hard for? And then I'm gonna let you go silent. But why is it so hard for a heterosexual black male to take a compliment from another male? I don't understand it.
They not secure in themselves.
That's where the ignorance to me comes into play at, because if you feel a certain type of way just because a person says, and it can be your fan, if your fan saying, I think you dope, this, that, and the third, because I think even one of them, either him or one of them said, I don't want my male fans to run up to me and talk about, can I take a picture with just this, that, and the third. It's your fan base. How ignorant can you be? It's your fan base.
It's a way to take a picture with another man and not look gay. Like, you don't got to put your arm around a nigga. Like, Just
I mean,
throw
because
the deuce up and
boys in the
hey, what's up?
hood
That's
or
my
the gang
yeah.
people that they doing all this number and then they standing next to each other, whatever. Like, why couldn't
Wait,
you just be like,
wait.
they
We're
So
not gonna slide
here's my
past that.
thing,
Right.
They
We're not
doing what
going.
Jasmine?
Right.
doing
They doing what Jasmine?
they doing like
girl.
they trying to take and do sign language and you don't know what the hell they talking about. What's up,
But
Nivea? What's up? Look back at it, Leslie. And girl, y'all was
Girl,
reading over there. I ain't even gonna
Nivea
say
was
no, but y'all
reading
know y'all
too.
was reading.
Nivea was reading
And
too.
I
that's all I'm gonna say.
The girls,
I
the
want to
girls
say
are
this.
reading.
Why is it? It's always it's certain men who look a certain way that always be like, I don't want gay men saying this. First off, when gay man is going to come up and say anything
Nobody
to
was
you?
looking at you anyway.
At all.
Okay, because sweetie, no offense, no. Please sit down. You ain't got to worry about
Thank
All
that.
you, my
offense.
love.
All offense from me.
You
All offense.
you don't have to. He does not have to worry about that.
Boots look like a whole bug, but he worried about every gay person in the world that don't.
Girl, he looked like
Like, sit down,
he
honey.
looks like
He needs to worry
he
about the
looks like
girls that's
he's
having
from
sex with his underage children.
A Bug's Life, girl. That's what he looked like.
Baby,
He looks like he's from A Bug's Life.
he is not tank, honey. I'm gonna need him to have every damn seat in the stadium.
And then as quiet as it's kept,
Girl,
let's just be straightforward with it. Whenever they want to take and throw trans into the in the mix. Now, I don't brag and proclaim to be the baddest by no means necessary. But a hoe still got options. And ain't nowhere
period.
in hell
Always.
that
Was he
they
one of
not
them?
even on my radar. Now, height wise, yes. But if you can't have a conversation and explain and express who you are without being ignorant with it, why
Yes,
do I need to be bothered with you?
yes.
That's my personal opinion. I may be wrong. Y'all could tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I feel like if I can't sit down and have a conversation with you without you saying shoo, shawty, what's up, and all this kind of mess, like have an articulate conversation with me. First of all, you're not gonna be on that level with me anyway, because it starts up here first. I don't care how swole your pockets are, it starts up here first.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So stop sitting up there and trying to assume that every person, just because they are classified under the umbrella, that we want you.
Please.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. I don't even
But
know
if you start, girl.
You know what kills me
Girl.
is
because I wasn't
a
finna go
lot
there,
of
but I was like, nah,
a
let me
lot
shut
of
up.
heterosexual men think that because we are gay or bisexual that we like every man that we see.
And
No,
then
bitch,
that's
it's
Which
the
is a
same
lie,
for
girl.
you. You don't
see,
like
you
every
just touched
woman
on
that you
something
see.
else. You just touched on something else, and that pisses me off that everybody assumes that just because a guy is bisexual and they might not have had a relationship with a girl in 10 years that they automatically gay. Stop. That doesn't mean that they're automatically gay. That just means that they haven't met the right female that
It's
done
an
tickle their
attraction. You
fancy.
know what you're attracted to. That has nothing to do with sex. Just because you haven't had
Oh
sex. There's a
Lord
lot of
Jesus.
people that are bi curious that haven't had sex with men, but they find some attraction. They may not know what that attraction is, but there's something that attracts them to a man, even though they've only had sex with
Yes,
women.
Sylvia Wilson.
When
Yes, you
you're
girl.
before you lost your virginity, you knew that you were straight. So
Right.
how does that come into play? That makes no sense.
Let me do
Allegedly
this.
for some of these men.
Let me do this since we get into this and I'm enjoying this right here. Let me get into this. Let me see if they finna come in and they finna get on board and just because they reading in the comments. Let me see if they finna read now. Let me
Who
see,
read in the comments?
Well, I want to see what
baby.
Zion had to say, honey, because
I'm
baby,
I'm, I'm anxiously waiting for Zyla. Zyla got to say too? Because Zyla ain't said two words right now. But do you need a confessional, baby?
I might. So just do the preemptive.
Okay, let me go on and give you the confessional. There you go, baby.
This is my issue. And like you brought up before, would he do this same thing if it was Tammy's son and not Tammy's daughter? To me, no. Because a lot of the things usually happen where it's so easy for heterosexual men to appreciate and accept their lesbian daughters, lesbian cousins, and other stuff like that. Because then it's an easier thing for them to deal with
Hey, boo.
because now they're able to teach that those daughters and those cousins their toxic traits, that they in turn go into the lesbian community and start doing to other lesbian women that are not masculine presenting. So to me, I feel as though he might be teaching mamas some real toxic shit. That's
Mm. Well, all I'm gonna say is a lot of a lot of these hetero men, they be so concerned about what gay men are doing or what gay men are saying about them. Number one, I'm gonna need you to learn how to again properly wipe your ass.
right. That start there.
I knew you was
Again,
about to say that. I knew she was about to say
No, but not even
because
no, but
because
hold on, Leander. Hold on, Lily. I will cut you off real quick. Not even that's that part, girl. They don't even know how to wash their daggone legs and their feet or their face
put
correctly.
the rag should go wash your legs, your feet in between the sheets. Like that should all be washed with soap and hot water
And
and the
then
towel.
they're so
when you get
they're
done, Lily,
so
Miss Look Back at it, Leslie gonna have
yeah.
the floor for a second.
I just want to come in and speak. My screen are working now, so we're
Huh?
Hey,
speaking.
look back at it.
Hi,
Hey,
honey.
Look
Leslie,
back at
girl.
it.
Thank
Look
you for
back at it.
always
Look back
supporting. I
at it.
greatly appreciate it.
Jazz. I just appreciate y'all letting me in your space to, be in your space, period.
I greatly appreciate it. You just don't
No problem.
understand. Like everything that you've done for me has went back into the channel. So I greatly appreciate it.
Once it leave my hand, do what you want to
Oh
with
no,
it.
but I always
Hey,
that's one
Miss
thing
Slide.
everybody will tell you. I take mine, I'm buying new programs. I got a new system that I gotta get together. So I put it
Okay.
invested it back to my channel. By the end of the year, y'all, I plan on us being at a new level. You know what
No
I'm saying? By
problem.
the end of the year. So I greatly appreciate it. I really do.
I just want to come in and say, hey, I'm about to clock out in about 20 minutes. So
Well,
I
stay
just
as
want to
long
come
as
in
you
and say,
want
hey,
to, but if you just want to be in the comments, you be in the comments, baby. I don't want you to feel no type of way, but I greatly appreciate it. I just wanted you to hear it from
because,
me. I appreciate
because,
you.
because Miss Sly's going to show out. She's going to show out.
Yes, I'm ready for her.
Right, you know,
Okay.
Slide about to eat, girl.
I'll be in the
I'm ready
comments.
for her.
Bye.
About to roll
All
out.
right, my love. Thank you
Bye,
again.
You're
Leslie.
welcome.
Miss Sly, what you got to say?
What happened?
Oh, slick tongue sly, honey. Okay.
Right.
Yes, what you
Who?
got to say?
Girl,
Who
yeah,
got a slick
girl.
tongue?
Baby, I
Oh,
didn't
You,
now
even
she
know.
honey.
did. Oh, she innocent.
Girl, we saw
Right,
you over there,
girl.
girl,
She
at
said
Look,
she's
Cuddy.
outside
innocent.
of outside of what was that app that I used to be on? Outside of stereo chat,
Stereo.
I didn't even know
Right.
that you just really but you were going in. So how do you feel about the double standards of gay children and gay males and gay females? How do you feel about the double standard? And how do you feel about the whole Waka Flocka situation? Hmm.
He should have just.
Don't be trying to
First
control your
off,
tongue now, honey.
Right.
first off, the both of their asses, the both of them, the flockers, whatever,
Ooh, not
Walker
the
and
flocker.
Tammy, they both need to take a seat in the back section of the stadium that Lily mentioned earlier. That's where they
Mm-hmm.
need to be seated. They didn't need to say anything. First off, her saying, talking about she's taking up for her man and her child was mentioned. First off, she didn't even listen to everything that he said.
Right.
Before she ran her mouth.
That
I'm
throat
trying to keep
box.
it clean, right? I'm
Yes,
trying to
that
keep it
old throat
clean.
box. Girl,
You
you ain't got
know,
to. It's the night of shades. Let it go. Just please
Okay.
watch the f bombs. That's all I ask. Just please watch the
Right.
f bombs. Outside of that, let go, let God.
but that's all I got to say about them. As far as the double standard of it all,
Hmm.
I don't I don't agree with it. Like I just feel like in a sense, we're all equal. Like, I mean, you shouldn't treat this one person different because of the gender or what have you. I mean, if that's the case, you know what? I almost said F bomb. I had
It's okay. Not to.
Auntie Jazz?
It's okay.
Because
You drinking
I'm
over there?
so girl. I
What's
don't
up,
drink.
co-hostess?
You
How you
didn't hear me
doing?
over there. I don't drink because it's
Oh,
safe. I
she's.
smoke, baby.
Oh,
I heard,
That's
but I
what
didn't want
I
to just
drink.
assume you was over there lighting up, honey.
No, and I look. I don't drink, and believe it or not, somebody made me
The wealthy
a
auntie has
adult
entered the church.
an adult wine
Right.
Easter basket that one day I may partake in. But no, I'm not drinking, but I'm still kind of learning about the whole community and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I told
Hmm.
you, Jasmine, you and Savon. So, I get a lot of the information and things from you guys from your perspective. So for me it's just kind of hard because I'm not in the situation, but it's like still why you gonna treat okay, it's okay for the girl, but it's not okay for the boy. Like, no, don't do that. I mean, that's just like in families. You're gonna treat the girls better than the boys that you
right,
have. Why?
right, right. So to
It's
get you
just
caught up,
crazy.
save on where we're at is we started
Let's say
out with
that.
talking about the Waka Flocka and the Tammy situation, doing a rebuttal to the I
Right.
Am Zoe. So with that being said, y'all, we've been finna take a small little commercial so Savon can get her thoughts together, and then we finna keep on.
You can tell by Savon's face.
She over.
I know you need another YouTube show like you need another bad lace install. Join us Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Save On Experience.
Established 2007.
Starring Save On, Shukwansha, and Miss Jazmine Divine.
Wow, he's so cute.
Damn it, Shukwansha, be professional. Join us this Saturday, 8 p.m. on YouTube.
All right, co-hostess, you got the floor.
What was the rebuttal?
That Tammy was saying that why won't the community allow him to have uh, a space to learn?
He wasn't trying to
And
learn, but
that we already said, a child let loose and let God, because I already said everything probably that you want to say.
so what gets on my nerve is, everybody want to take a fucking space to learn once it hits their house. Why don't you have that same energy of or level of understanding, attempt to understand when it doesn't hit your home?
Right.
But yet you want everybody, and no tea, no shade, but yet you want everybody to have this
Epiphany.
huge amount of understanding for things that you and your husband may go through. We're not rich people, we're not millionaires, we don't understand the things that you guys go through, yet you want us to have that level of understanding. But the basic thing that's been in common news across the world has been rights of people, the same as it been civil rights and understanding and trying to be a place of love. And I remember a radio station, a comment that he had made on the radio station about the LGBTQRSTUV community. And this is why people have got to be so careful about what they say and how they say it, because you never know how it affects someone in your life who may not have come to terms with who they are, or you may be in a situation where it keeps them from wanting to come to talk to you about it. So this baby now discovers who she is, or maybe she's known for a while. And Tammy has always seemed to be very open because she has, friends from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but Waka is the father figure, so we think anyway, from what we see on TV, who has been there for Charlie most of her life, which I commend him for.
But that also could feed into her fear of wanting
but that
to
it
come
did
wait,
feed
yeah.
into her fear. It absolutely fit into her fear, and that's why she didn't. And so, of course, he's like, "I'll always love you." I hope so. I pray so, and I'm very proud of your response, because it could have been a multitude of ways, and I hope that response just wasn't for the TVs, and I don't feel that it was. But where was that energy? Where was that energy for people who wasn't so close to you? Like,
right.
It's like you don't care about how somebody treat elderly people, until someone elderly in your family get fucked up by somebody. Then it's a whole thing. Now you concerned and you care.
Right.
Oh, what did I miss, Zylan?
No, I'm just gonna go piggyback of what you said, Auntie. It's kind of like the conversation we had yesterday about people not having conversations until it's too late to have them.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we're so quick to give, and there's a need to give our kids that are African American to talk about what they have to do when it comes to police and all the other stuff. But we're so concerned about not giving our child the conversation of, oh, are you not heterosexual? Do you feel like you were born in the right body? Do you um, do you feel comfortable coming to me and talking to me about every single thing that's going on in your school life and home life and blah 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 blah. We don't have this conversation until it's too late, and then we wouldn't be mad at other people when they're dragging. Girl, you
Right.
should have had this conversation with your kids the first time. And I'll even say for me, um, as much as I love my mom had said something. We were watching Greenleaf and the character Kevin before we found out that he was actually gay, right? I was like, oh, he could possibly be bisexual.
You knew the first episode Kevin was gay, girl.
No, but I'm saying, no, but I'm
Oh,
saying, no, but I'm saying, no,
The
no,
shade of it all.
no, but I'm just saying, like, I was saying to her, I was like, well, he could be bisexual. We don't know that if he's
that's true.
not.
That's true.
So,
Yep.
and then she was like, oh, there's no such thing as bisexual. There's no such thing as a bisexual man. And then me not being out yet to her. And when I did come out to her, I did tell her about that. And it's like, Mom, when you said that, I didn't want to come out to you. And then
I
she felt
wanted to
hurt. And
say,
then when she felt hurt about it, but I was like, you gotta watch what you say. Because, and then before that, I didn't even know that my own cousin was gay until I got older. Because it wasn't like openly talked about. Everybody knew, but it wasn't openly talked about. But
I
anybody else
wanted
want
to
to take
say,
it up?
I wanted to say, to piggyback on that, but kind of take it a different route. Um, I don't know if I should speak on children, honey, because I was ready yesterday for girl speaking on children when I don't have any, honey. But
Right.
anyway, um, by a woman that had a 1 year old. But anyway, so I think parents should take into consideration when your children are younger. If your child is always depressed or it's something because most of us know when we're younger that we're different. We may not know what's going on, but we know that we're different. You need to take and sit your child down because I used to go up to my mom, like I couldn't explain, I didn't know what was going on. But it wasn't like I would get picked on, but it wasn't so much so people were telling me that I was gay before I knew what gay was. So it was that kind of thing. Like
Can we
I
talk
used to tell
about
my
it?
mom, I used to tell my mom that I wanted to kill myself, that I don't belong here, that I'm different. And she didn't know what was going on with me and she didn't know how to have that conversation with me. So I think
Mm-hmm.
now in 2021, people are more aware or should be more aware, even if they don't want to know what's going on in the world, you know what's going on in the world. So I
Right.
think you should be more aware to have those type of conversations with your children.
Right.
Well, why are you feeling like this? Is it because of this? And no, not every gay person is gay because we've been touched and molested and all of the things. Sometimes that's just how we are. Like I
Nivea?
don't
Do oh, go ahead,
what she
Nivea.
doing?
I just want. I mean, I was wasn't able to hear the whole thing, but I don't know if anyone touched on this yet. But the very fact of like, I feel like the reason there is a double standard when it comes to girls being liking other girls being lesbians versus boys or males being homosexual is the very fact that I mean, look, we live in a patriarchal society, so whatever men are comfortable with is what the ruling is, what the law or the rule is. So it's like two girls being lesbians together is just okay because in a man's eye, that's most sexual male's fantasy is to be in a threesome with two girls. You know what I mean? So for them, it's like, ooh, that's sexy. I like that. But on the flip side, for them, because it does nothing for them, they're not okay with two men being together. Does that make sense?
Right.
I have an
That's
issue
something
with
that
that.
that's something I actually have touched on. We talked about it in private or whatever, but it irritates me that we still are at a point at 2021 that we have to, not only do we have to have acceptant conversations with people, but then after we have the acceptive conversation with people, why is it that it's foolishness that still comes behind it? Like, we shouldn't even be trying to have this on a topic to even be talking about it now. It's 2021. Hey, who is JT?
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
How was that?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Hey,
Look.
Jazari.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Ooh, I'm
Come
so
on,
happy.
come on, baritone.
Look, Bambi had to convince me to get on here.
Oh, Bambi, you so
I'm dead.
Don't give this
Bambi.
How you
power
doing?
Oh,
again.
Deep Throat got something to do with it after all. Look at God.
Bro, baby.
Oh,
The
Throat
power
baby.
of my
Queen
word.
Throat baby.
That's why he got those twists in him.
Oh, that's why the
No,
do-rag
my hair
came
has
off.
been twisted since last
Look, that's
week.
why the do-rag came off, because if originally he didn't have the do-rag off.
Right.
Well,
And she was on time
your
today.
5 minute recess, honey. I had time to go take it off and wash my face and do
Not too
things.
much.
She was
Go
on
give me
time
a
today.
drink.
Okay,
What
okay,
you said. This is
okay.
why you can't give the girls nothing, girls. See, Jazmine, this is why you can't give the girls nothing.
Right,
You just let them sit and they fool.
right. Jatari, how are you feeling about the conversation thus far?
I was gonna say like what Bambi said with all that other stuff, but no, wait. I ain't want to get all nerdy, but I just got out of my psychology class. A lot of this, I think y'all talked about this before. A lot of the stuff that y'all be saying, it really, like I say, start with the home and stuff like that. A lot of people be molding their kids for with all this type of behavior.
Because they don't have the conversation with them first.
So you feel like it's a learned trait, or is it something do you feel like self-hate is a learned trait, or is self-taught?
It's self-taught. I mean, no. It's a learned trait because a lot of stuff that y'all be talking about, that's foreign to me. I don't like all the. I, I ain't never experienced, all the hate and all that type of stuff y'all be talking about. I ain't, a lot of my surroundings, my mom, aunties, and all that type of stuff. Everybody been accepting of that, and then we got like a lot of gay people, even trans people, in our family and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. That stuff be foreign to me, but I think it
Sit
started.
around, don't you start, girl.
You saw her,
Right. Because I knew she was going to start.
Jatari. Speak to your
Jatari has
auntie,
came
honey.
through, baby.
Speak to your auntie, please, Jadori.
We can't hear you, Savon.
Right.
What you did? We can't hear you.
I blocked so y'all hoes can be in my business. Is that Jatari?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Hey, Savon.
Baby, you just made my motherfucking. I got on. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I saw JT, and then I saw the face in the light because I'm a hawk girl. I'm catching
Y'all
a
can
glance.
see me good?
Well, when the street light hits you, baby, I can see
Yes.
you very
Okay.
well. I was like,
Oh.
yes, okay, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue on, honey. You was spitting some knowledge. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. I just want to throw that in there.
I just want to piggyback off what Jatari said. Like, of course, my example is going to be different, but I think a lot of things are taught. For example, I've always gone to predominantly Black schools, like all the way up until junior high. And then I went to a different school. And so when people would say Black people are the minority, I'm like, what do you mean? All I see is Black people all day, every day. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, now that I'm the only Black person in this school now that I go to, or in this particular class, like, oh, okay, now I get what they're saying. But certain things are specifically taught for sure.
And then let's be clear, piggybacking off what you're saying. A lot of time in corporate America, we're we're spread far in between, especially being trans women. That's very, very, very much far in between. A lot of times we're the first ones that are breaking down the doors of corporate America because corporate America does not accept. So, I understand exactly where both y'all are coming from. We got about another 2 minutes on this, and then I want to move on to another little situation, and then we're gonna call it a quits tonight.
Can I say something
Go ahead,
real
baby.
quick? Before we move on? So going off of all everybody's points and so forth. So just like Bambi said, the only way I found out what gay was is that people called me before I knew what the fuck it was. So I be minding my black ass business, girl, in my white suburban school, girl. There was only a few other black kids. So I was used to only being like one of four in one classroom, and then there was out of those four people, there was probably 8 black.
Child, I used to try to figure out
that I grew up
what
with.
that meant.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what that meant at
I
first.
found that out.
I used to try to figure out what that meant.
I found out.
I found that out through my family.
Right.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying though. That's Uncle So is.
I was like, what?
But you know what?
He got Parkinson's.
And you know how I found that out? Because my family would do that shit behind my mama's back because my mama would touch their ass out had they did it in front of her. But I never said nothing.
Yeah. I definitely found out about it, via them referring to thine self.
Right.
I was like, honey, I'm not crooked. I don't shake. I don't know what you're talking about.
Or either they'll say, such and such is funny. What you mean? They tell jokes, they laugh a lot. What is they funny?
They got sugar in their tank.
Is there you go. That baby got little sugar in their tank. And I was like, sugar in their tank. So then that made me afraid to drink Kool-Aid. I'm like, Kool-Aid got sugar in it. Like I'm serious. Like every time Mama put sugar in it, I was like, Mama, don't put no sugar in it because they talk about people.
But when Nivea said something that I wanted to hit on really, really quick, she said that.
Wait, is this is that relay?
Huh? You talking to us or somebody else in the car?
You talking to somebody else?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
is it a replay?
What? You probably do. You have YouTube open on your phone?
What the hell?
You probably have the YouTube open on your phone. Close the YouTube out.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. But Nivea said something about how lesbians are more comfortable because that's what guys like and this and that. I'm not here to make you comfortable just because you're insecure with your own sexuality or your own insecurities. That has shit to do with me. I'm not here to make you feel comfortable because you don't like the way I walk.
Let me see your walk.
And that's all I have to say on that.
All right. So don't forget
I agree with that 100%. I'm just saying right now we're still in a very patriarchal society. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was just saying like that's how a lot of guys feel when we come into the room as being gay men. It's like they sit a little straighter or they get like their body language changes when we come into the room. Girl, I'm not here to make you feel comfortable.
Nigga, well, I guess I shouldn't have said the N-word, huh? My bad.
It's okay.
Just like every woman don't want you, every gay man don't want you. You know what I mean? Just like I know every man don't want me, so I'm not. Look, every lesbian don't want me, and I'm okay with that. Like, live your truth, I'm gonna live mine.
Right. I know, Mama Jazmine, Sister Jazmine want to move on, but I want to say one thing. What gets me though is for those particular ones who get nervous and get shaky and all that other stuff. I've told them that, look, nigga, just because I like ding-a-ling don't mean I want every ding-a-ling, and I most certainly don't want yours. Then their pride is struck. Well, hell, what's wrong with me? Why does it matter?
Exactly, Savon.
What you worried about it for? You don't like dudes.
Why are you worried about it? And that will mess with them because they really do feel like, well, what's wrong with me? It shouldn't matter. You should be happy that I find nothing exciting about you. It should be fine.
Right.
You see,
Come on, Silhouette.
And it may not be anything. It may it may
I
not
said,
be
come
anything.
on,
Okay.
Don't start. Don't
I'm
start.
sorry.
Yes.
You just took me by surprise.
I
But
know. You seeing all that chocolate sitting down there? So come on,
I
Silhouette.
keep telling y'all that I need to know the
Wait,
skin
look at
regimen.
Is that Mustang?
Well, you know,
You know what?
Jatori,
You know what's so
you know
funny
he
though?
sells
I
soap
don't even
though.
think of my skin that good. I think it's the camera.
Hey,
Well,
Shayla.
we thank
Nah,
God,
it's you.
whatever, because on
It's
your
you.
pictures it looks good too. So you know we're
Hey,
our worst
Shayla.
critics,
Period.
though.
Hey, Shayla Grill.
Hey.
So anything, Shayla,
Hey, sister.
I know you just coming in, Shayla, but we were talking about the rebuttal Tammy did to Zoe about the Waka Flocka congratulating his daughter basically, but crapping on Zyla whenever she first came out.
Oh, you talking about on Zaya? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
had a Zaya, Dwayne Wade's child, baby girl.
Before
Had a
we
whole
get
bunch
into
to
the
say.
I kind of quit.
Hey, mine do be sounding like somebody auntie.
Because I am.
America's favorite auntie.
That's why I got that title, because I be acting old and antiquated.
But still snatch.
All things.
I kind of quit paying attention to Walker and Tammy because they show is boring as fuck anyway, and I just come to the conclusion Walker just don't give a damn no way what he say, so there's no correcting him, there's no telling him with a right way, and he's just an asshole by nature. So I just think that's it.
Well,
Well,
I didn't
there
even know
you
they
have
had
it.
a show.
Oh,
And we stand behind that,
oh,
and we're moving along.
Because don't nobody listen to that bullshit he talk about anyway.
Period.
Sure don't.
Shayla,
Huh?
you in the reading mood tonight, I see.
Right. She's
going.
going
Well,
to read
'cause I don't like Walker. I just don't like.
really? You
No.
know, I couldn't tell. I could not tell, girl.
And I got my nails back on, so bitch, I'm feeling
right.
Oh, you ready to gather?
She's about to Shayla, give us the
Oh Lord, have a mercy. Yes. I can't even do it with my little nails. Every time I see Shayla nails, I want some nails. Then I realize, girl, in real life, I gotta work, so I can't work with them. No, she can. I can't, girl. I can't use my knuckles for everything. No, I've watched Shayla work. Shayla works with them, and I'm like, girl, my fingers already hurt, baby.
Okay.
Can you try to use my knuckle for everything? And
Y'all caught that involuntary read.
right.
That was not a read. Oh my god.
Y'all know she's America's favorite auntie, so they slide in.
Say, why you having that real slick read? Like you don't even know you read. You gotta think.
I do it too, so I can't talk. But it'd be like you trying to explain. But you be trying to explain something, and the read just slip on in there, and it'd be like, "Girl, that's not what I meant."
Baby, you do that.
Shayla know that wasn't a read, because I know that baby work. That baby work shit. She worked like she got 10 kids.
But you saw, you know, it was a read when you saw her face change, girl, because she said,
right.
Nope.
Speaking of a read, y'all, we're gonna take a small commercial break, and then we'll be right back after this because we're moving on.
Had it, girl.
I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving.
We'll be right back after the words from one of our sponsors, y'all. Okay, y'all. So we're finna get into this. And by the way, Jatari, I seen that little cute little afro. I see you.
It's
When
the
I
mustache
see
for
you,
me.
see you. Let me quit. So we're finna get
Wait,
into this.
Jasmine,
Hmm.
I'm fixing to dip out. Thank you for having me on, but I have to leave. I'm just not looking at what time it was, but I have to go. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Good
Sorry, nice
night.
All
meeting
right,
you.
Bendy.
Nice meeting you,
See you
Sly, as
later.
well. Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Good
baby.
night. Alrighty. So I know the controversy is around it, so we're gonna get into it for like a hot second, y'all. The one and only Little Nas.
Oh Lord.
We are about to get into this. Somebody was asked earlier, a hetero cis female, she was asked how does she feel about the situation. This is her response.
The dissonance in my comment section, y'all must want me to dish out this food for thought too. It's funny how quickly everybody can go, oh, it's not because he's gay, it's the demonic antics, but can't take that same rationale and apply it to the fact that he used those demonic antics to paint a picture to match the storytelling y'all do when y'all dehumanize and demonize gay people. Oh, baby, be careful, that tea is hot. But y'all will tell gay people that they're going to hell and then get mad because he slid there on a pole. Or better yet, you tell them that being gay is lying with the devil and now you're mad because he gave the devil a lap dance. Or you tell them that they're demonic and now you're mad that he's wearing the devil's fucking horns. Or better yet, let's talk about the Satan shoes. Oh, there's a pentagram on them. Right, and you're wearing a pagan cross with a dead man's body on it. Do you want to go there? Oh, I bet you can't justify the blood in the shoes, and I bet you can't justify eating up the body and drinking up the blood to remember a man that you've never met. And before you say that you use crackers and juice as representation, that doesn't make it any less ritualistic just because you call it religion.
Well, my God, today.
Girl, well, Mama just read and said everything I was going to say. Hey.
Right.
That
Well,
was
thank
powerful.
y'all for coming. That about sums
Right.
it up.
Right. I ain't got to say
Thank
Well,
nothing
you,
more.
What,
Jazz.
what more is there to
Bye.
say?
are there any
Good
questions?
night.
All hearts and minds clear?
Right.
Hello.
Move on, baby.
Well, okay. I have
Well,
nothing else to
this is
say.
gonna be the quickest night of shade ever, girl.
I
Mm,
have another little piece to share, and then we're gonna get into one
mm.
or two texts that that Little Nas took and put out, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Since Lil Nas X is already stirring the pot, I figured I'd come season it. You know, nobody said anything to Tyler Perry when he dressed up as a woman for 2 decades. No, instead we bought out all his shows and we have all his tapes. Nobody said anything when Martin and Jamie were dressing up every goddamn day. You know why? Because everybody loves Wanda and Shanae. You see, y'all were okay when y'all had that token gay black man in your movies and your television shows for comic relief, but now they're getting more serious and predominant roles, and they're not fitting inside that little category that you used to get to make fun of them in. Because instead of black people admitting to being homophobic, they rather say that being gay is an agenda to destroy the black family and to emasculate the black man. What emasculates black men is pushing sports over studies and limiting their options because you didn't explore yours. And what's breaking black families is raising little black girls to believe that they need to stay in a relationship off of a false religion that tells them that it's better to stay with somebody that doesn't want them than it is to find their self on their own.
Ooh,
Well,
I'm sorry. What's her Instagram?
Right.
What is
So I can.
her
That's her
like? I
TikTok, girl. I
need.
need to be
I
follow
got
her
it off of
TikTok.
I got it
TikTok.
off of
ooh,
lyrics.
Shabaya, Tiki, Yaya, Shambado.
I got it
Oh.
off of lyrics. So he posted it originally. That's who I got it off of
Tiki.
Mm.
lyrics
Tiki.
Instagram.
I feel like I need a shout. I have a shout. I feel a shout coming. Oh, yes, God.
Do we
Yes.
need to do a shout?
Yes! Come on. I'm ready to have church. Glory to God. So, Pasante Koramandele Bekutara Bahai. God, I feel the Tiki Mandele Besu. You better come on here.
Preach,
Ooh,
Pastor.
Atabata, Keta, Mata, Deta, Eta, Mata.
I'm
Yes, God.
crying.
Yes.
Shayla,
Yeah.
you bored?
She's
Are you
fixing that
overcome?
nail, honey.
What happened to the nail, Shayla?
Girl, she been working on them nails tonight, baby.
She has.
She been putting in the work, honey.
As she was reading, she
Get
was
it
working
together.
She was. She
Let me
was.
see your work. 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 Work.
I don't even think she
So
looked up.
Shayla be doing her
at
thing. I be looking at her Instagram.
this
Yes.
was the letter that
She
Little
does.
Nas said to himself. Zyla, you brought it up, babe.
um
Oh, you eating?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
well, this is what the baby Lil Nas X wrote to himself during the whole backlash when all the girls was mad and they're still mad today. And I'm happy that they're mad because they need to be. Um so pretty much what he's saying is he wrote this song with his name in it. And pretty much he didn't want to be that type of gay person that was out here being flamboyant and blah blah blah, all this stuff. But now he says fuck everybody else, and he was going to be happy. So he's making sure that he's telling his younger self to be happy in his decisions.
I love it. I love those words because he said, I promised I wasn't going to say anything. I promised I was going to keep it. In other words, I promised that I would protect you. But that was the wrong type of protection. To protect you, we need to be true with our authentic selves. And that type of protection is what people want. It makes them comfortable.
Right.
It makes them uncomfortable when you protect yourself with truth, transparency, and clarity.
Right.
I will.
You have to be uncomfortable before you're ever comfortable, and that's in any lane. So you're gonna have to make some people uncomfortable so they can then fall into their comfort of understanding.
Absolutely.
Preacher.
Absolutely.
And yet someone would read that and see that and be like, oh, fuck that, until their niece, great niece, granddaughter, great grandchild comes. And then they want to be, now I have an understanding. And that's when I want to take my shoe and I want to kick them in their fucking forehead.
Let's take it a step further, girl. Then they want to do all this. Let's go to the Pride Parade.
Yes, girl.
The Pride Parade.
Yes, honey.
Girl.
You gonna do all that, girl, when you was just condemning all the girls.
You wearing all these goddamn colors and shit, looking a fool. Like, girl, no. Why you got this rainbow on, girl?
Period. You was just hating us not even a year ago.
But then
still secretly hate us.
And then want to be forgiven for the words that they spoke of 10 years prior and ask for understanding. Yet when a celebrity has that same type of situation and they've grown from it, we want to hold them accountable, and now we want to cancel them. Well, bitch, we need to cancel you too then, right?
Period.
Exactly.
I'm just over the shenanigans and the foolery.
Period.
Because I'm happy that y'all heard this man, because I've been there before, and I've protected everybody else and sacrificed my own happiness, girl. And there's a lot of things that I did in school that I wish I actually did, but I was too busy trying to make people comfortable with my presence, and I should have said fuck that and just did it.
Right.
But,
Shayla, Nivea,
I just was gonna go back to like Madonna has always been on the edge of everything, right? She does whatever the hell she wants to do, and she like fall in line or don't. However, everybody's like, oh, Madonna be in one of her videos, she was damn near having sex in the video. I can't even remember the name of it.
Justify My Love.
Yeah.
I thought it was that or either erotic.
They were all from the same
too.
period. Mm-hmm. They both got banned.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even if you want to go further, because sometimes they were acting like they wasn't with it, but they was with it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. We can go a step further. In one of Katy Perry videos, she's shooting fucking whipped cream out of her nipples, and then nobody blink or say boo. But now you got Lil Nas X living in his truth, living his best life. Like, this is me, like, take it or not. And everybody got a problem with it. And I just really don't understand it. And there goes again that double standard. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure I can't give you a name reference, but I guarantee I've seen two clear people, females, kissing in a video or two. You know what I mean? Back when MTV was big and didn't nobody say nothing about it.
So what about whenever Madonna took and put out like a prayer, and she had the depiction of Jesus there, but it was a black
Leon
guy.
played Jesus in that video.
Right.
Yeah.
I think all that
Katy
type of stuff
is who I was talking about earlier, Shayla.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Katy Perry's who I was talking about earlier. The wore pink wigs and all that other stuff, and that girl from P Valley actually danced for years.
Oh, yeah.
We can even go a step further, and I love me some Rihanna. But baby, in what was it? I think it was Poured Up. She had strippers and all of this shit, and I was here for it. But I mean, like, nobody said anything about that. Like, and
what
at the
about
end
her
of the day, if you want to be right, at the end of the day, if you want to say certain things are indecent or it's not okay, or your kids are watching, like, She got bitches going up and down on a pole, like getting bread. Like that's indecent too. If you want, I mean, call a spade if that's what we gonna do.
There you
Right.
go.
But
There you
there
go.
shouldn't
Carly
be a
B
double
is
standard.
praising, is getting praised for it. Shayla, I'm sorry.
So the little non situation, maybe I'm judging off of not fully understanding, but I wasn't here for that video. I just, but y'all know like I say all the time, my attention span is like a squirrel. So
So I understand being uncomfortable with the devil reference and all that other stuff. I get it, as spiritual Christian people, it's disturbing. But to me, it's just as disturbing as watching someone get murdered on a horror flick. It's the same. It's
Mm-hmm.
the same level of disturbance. And both of those acts can, if you think about it, send you to hell. So can lying, so can fucking your neighbor's husband. But I think what he was saying in this instance, and it wasn't until yesterday, I think on Spill It Boy Live, that he actually
Yeah.
talked about the lyrics. The
Mhm.
lyrics in the song, he's actually talking about trade.
Yep.
And so the reference in the video pretty much is what I said too. You're saying we're going to hell. So he's like, all right. So he was, if you in the beginning, he was walking, he had died and was going to the pearly gates of heaven, and they were like, nope, you ain't coming up in here. He was like, oh, okay. And so he slid that pole all the way down, and he was like, I'm gonna take over this bitch. And that's kind of like what it was. But I do understand it being unsettling. I don't think anyone is arguing the fact that it is different and unsettling. I just feel like it's an expression, and with
Mm-hmm.
everything, it's not going to make everyone comfortable. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't agree with the fact of people, trying to cancel and, oh my God, my kids can't watch this. Okay, but I can promise you that same parent that's saying that their kids can watch that is probably watching P Valley with their children.
Right. Or
I
that same one
guarantee
that's
if that
saying,
parent go
Or
through that.
Power.
and that
Right.
same one is going to be the same one that kid is going to sneak around to their friend's house so they can watch it, and they're still going to see it. And I mean, did a referral to it on Sunday as when, Missy Elliott first came out. Missy Elliott was over the top. People didn't understand where she was going with music, but she still did it. You know what I'm saying? So, I get completely where you're coming from, Shayla, and I respect your opinion on the situation.
Yeah.
And we all agreeing to disagree about everything. But where I'm coming from, I didn't know uh the lyric situation that Savon is expounding
I
on
didn't
now. I
either
didn't know
until
about
Spilly
that.
Boy told
But
me.
what I was taking and looking at it from my first grips on it, and I think I said this, I mentioned it to Savon before we did the reaction, is that people have condemned gays just because. So he went to hell, he did what he had to do, and now he's running things. So if you're gonna send me there, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna party, have a good time, and we're gonna take over. So that's where I feel like the whole video came from.
Well,
And go
now,
ahead, baby.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good.
Now that y'all are explaining it the way, and see, this is the problem, and I'm a prime example of the issue. I didn't understand where he was coming from with the video. So that's why I said I wasn't here for the video. So now that y'all explain it like that, now I get it.
Right.
Is that gonna make me like the video? Probably not.
But
Yeah.
that's coming from a pure place, and I can respect that. That's coming from a pure place.
Yeah.
And you're just not shutting it down just because of references that's in there. You're shutting it down because that's just unsettling to you. Because with me, let's just be real. When Saul first came out, I couldn't watch any of those because it was
Oh my
too much for
God.
me.
Yes, it
You know what I'm
was for
saying?
me
So
too.
I get that. I get that. Some things is just not. It's not the shiznick for me.
And let's take it a step further. Even if we just look at the sheer artistry of the video, like the details in it, you know what I mean? Like if they take away like the backstory and just look at it frame by frame, like the way it was put together was really good. Like I
Yes.
don't listen to Little Nas X, but if you just look at it from an art standpoint, you get what I'm saying? Like I
To
don't know.
me, to piggyback off what you're saying though, Nivea, I was explaining. We was talking about this a little bit beforehand. Me, Zylant, and Leander. I feel like if you're taking it frame by frame, it looks like Famous royal pictures that was dictated that he took and he broke those scenes down. Because if you take and you look at it, like you could take references from what was it, Bridgerton, that we had said with the wigs and different things, and like it could have been a form of Garden of Eden at the beginning of it, not necessarily it, but a form of it. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it from several different aspects, not just one aspect of it. But I understand and I respect everybody's opinion onto it. I just think it's brilliant. Go ahead, Silent.
And then he also, in the beginning of the video, he even said, because Montero is his actual birth name. So he said, "Welcome to Montero," which in essence is saying, "Welcome to my world," which means you're in my head now. So you're seeing how I think about things. So, and that was like the first few seconds of the video. So, to me, automatically, it took me to a place where it's like, this is his interpretation of whatever is going on in this video through his mind's eye. So, but I understand where Shayla was coming from, but she was like, I ain't understand what the fuck was going on with Shayla. Because if you just look at, if you don't know, you just hear a whole bunch of stuff going on, you just watch the video, and you're like, girl, I don't get it.
Well, then I wanted to take and pose this question to everybody too. Let's think of it like this. When he first came out and everybody was bumping Old Town Road.
And I hated that song, girl. I
But
see it all the time.
this is what I'm saying though
I
is
hate
that before before black audiences found out that he was gay or realized that he was gay, everybody was bumping the song. It was played on all of the black stations, this, that, and the third. And my question that I posed after everybody figured out that he was gay or whatever like that, and he came out officially and this, that, and the third. How did that make you feel afterwards when he was talking about he's going to the local gay bar to ride, to find something to ride, basically is what he was saying. Like how did that make you feel that you done tune in and you done got into the song? Oh, I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. How did you feel? And then
Oh, they felt
there's another
disgusted,
question
girl.
that I was taking and I was saying, okay, so how did Billy Ray Cyrus feel from going platinum with someone that really didn't know what the meaning of the song was?
Oh, I think he knew, and I don't think he cared.
He knew, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus, I don't think he cared.
I was just my question
Yeah.
that I was posing though. I get what you're saying,
Oh,
but my
sorry.
question that I was posing, no, you good, is that how you took the artistry of that song and seen the artistry of this song. You done made remixes of it, you done did TikTok songs of it, but then when you found out, oh my God, I gotta run from it now. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
But even, not even just, let's be honest.
I ain't feel no kind
Not
of way.
even, let's be honest.
Come on,
This is
Jatara.
this is how heterosexual men think, girl. And even me at a certain point when I was growing up, 'cause I was trying to um, portray my, like, not portray myself, but try to mask it up and not be as flamboyant or whatever the fuck I was portrayed as from everybody else that was telling me I was gay and blah 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 blah. Who cares? But they wouldn't even be that way when it came to liking female songs. I'm like, girl, it's a song. You can listen to it
Right.
and enjoy a song, and they'll be like, oh, I can't listen to that because that's a girl song. So if I listen to a girl song, they're gonna think I'm gay. Girl, you're listening to a song, bitch. If you like the
But they
song,
will take a
you like
bump.
the song.
Beyonce in the private though. All you single ladies. And most of them know them dance steps, baby.
Like, it's not an issue. Like, and then even with, again, the double standard, I guess. If, um, you'll hear women always talk about, I listen to rap music. They'll be like, I listen to Biggie and Pac and all the other stuff, girl. And you wouldn't hear people say that they were lesbians for that. They would just listen to music.
Really?
Yeah, that's how people would think, Shayla. They'll be like, oh, if I listen to this female song, then, and like enjoy it, oh, it's gay.
Yeah.
Or
You have
like
people who
or
think
it's,
like
or
that.
it's like that's my guilty pleasure, and I don't want to tell my friends about it because they'll think I'm suspect. That's how straight people think.
Yeah,
On
especially
the,
saying the word suspect.
especially up north, girl. That's what they say all the time, girl. That's us.
Even
That's us.
be true, but I ain't never ran into none of that. So it might be a part that I missed. Either they were saying it dead in my face and I wasn't paying attention. I keep saying I got the attention span of a squirrel.
Squirrel.
No, but I'm saying, Shayla, I don't think, from my perspective, I don't think they've ever they would ever say that to a woman if she was listening to rap music that's predominantly male driven. I wouldn't think that they would say, "Oh, you're a lesbian because you enjoy that music."
Oh yeah.
That's the reference I was thinking.
Jatar, how you feel?
You trying to figure out the Cameron situation?
Oh, well,
Hold on, y'all.
okay. We finna get ready to call it quits. Nivea, anything else? Is this
Well, just to contribute to what Xylan was saying, I know when I was younger, like high school, maybe even early college, like dudes would like lightweight be, I won't say, well, they would be like, they wouldn't admit that they listen to like slow songs, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, that's that female music. However, once 50 Cent came through singing and Ja Rule came through singing, and now you got Drake coming through singing, like now it's okay, and they admit, oh, like, yeah, that's a little bop right there, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like just to contribute to what he was saying. So what he was saying is true. It's just how they would like respond to it. But I
And
totally get what he was saying about how like, oh, I can't listen to that. They gonna think I'm soft. Like that. That's true facts. Especially when I was in like the early mid '90s, early 2000s. Like that's all big facts.
And it still happens today. And even after you see how my hair is dyed, girl, straight men ain't start dyeing their hair until their favorite football players start dyeing their hair.
Well, they
Well, you know
would. They would
what?
die to cover up
Or,
the
Cisco,
In
grass.
high school, in high school,
or because of Cisco.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cisco in high school, there was a few dudes that would dye their hair blonde. They were like, Cisco got all the hoes. It's okay to dye my hair.
And
Yeah, that's
it's
for the
stupid
ones
stuff.
that wasn't trying to call him a queen, girl. Because I remember the ones trying to say he was family too. I was like,
Right.
okay, girl.
right?
They would say that all the time. And I'd be like, well,
Miss Sly, you got anything to say, sugar?
Maybe.
Huh?
Girl, I'm starting to feel like baby over here. I don't know what's going on.
Huh?
What you trying to do? What you say? You trying to do what, Sly?
Oh, she done
I
got
can't
offline
slide
again.
It sounded like she said she was trying to fill out Bambi or something.
Oh,
Right.
I think she must be on one of them pages of Bambi's, honey.
Oh. Speaking of pages, don't forget to go out and watch the T.S. Madison Experience, y'all.
Baby, it's time.
Thursday, T.S. Madison's heading down memory lane.
This place right here taught me how to be me.
But in order to heal from the past,
I've survived this.
she'll need to face the one person
My dad is just completely disrespectful.
And you let him.
who could change her life forever.
We need to start off at the top.
Don't miss the T.S. Madison Experience, all new Thursday at 10 on WeTV, and catch up anytime on the WeTV app.
I can't wait to understand the whole part, and you let them. Like I wanna understand how that's broken down, because that's a thing that we say to people all the time. When can't nobody do anything to them that you won't let them do, and that's a pie face. It's a bold pie face ass lie. They can do it, and once they do it, they can't do it again. You got to remove yourself from it. But
Girl,
you telling somebody to stop doing something ain't gonna make them stop. So maybe she mean you letting them because of what? You're letting it bother you, or you're letting. I mean, I just can't wait to see the episode.
That or maybe the continuing, like if the disrespect is an ongoing thing, like you give him an inch, you let him back in, and he keep doing the same thing.
Yeah,
but like you said, we gotta see how
You gotta
it goes.
see, right? And a lot of times when when you're saying that you're letting them do something, I don't think people believe that separating themselves from a person is an option.
Now, who got this going on?
Girl, it's the speaker. That's all. Not me, but yeah.
Alrighty, y'all. Any final thoughts and comments about anything?
Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
that next episode, I might have to wait. So to watch.
What's going on with your phone?
Whose?
Yours.
It's probably about to die. It's in the red. Why you can't hear?
I can hear you now, but it sounded like it was muffled, like you was moving it or something.
You said you gonna have the next episode. You gonna have to what?
I might have to wait a day or two. I got to prepare myself because that episode look like it's gonna hurt my feelings a little
It's
bit.
gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I believe it. I'm gonna stand in it. I'm gonna stand 10 toes deep. But Lord,
Because
I'm nervous.
alive one time, and Maddie had went to Miami. She was with her family. I think one of their family members had passed away, and I remember seeing her on live with her dad, and her dad, like she literally had to cuss him out. Mary was about to beat his ass with the cane. It was terrible. So I don't know. That hurt my feelings to see that. So I really hope this ain't like a repeat. I don't know, like that.
Well,
family
You
stuff.
know, anytime, my love. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was finished.
I mean, you know, I don't let a lot of people into my personal space and stuff, but I feel like it's a conversation that a lot of us have to have, and we get to a point that we get complacent that we don't have those conversations because let's just be real. A lot of us are looking for love, and sometimes the negativity is the only love that a lot of us know because we never really had the positivity in our lives. So it's hard sometimes to tell people not to do XYZ and stand firm in it. Like we'll tell them, no, don't say XYZ or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then you let people slide. But it gets to a point of how many times that you allow a person to keep like basically slapping you in the face before you say enough is enough. And I feel like a lot that's how this episode to me is the way it's setting up. I feel like that's the way this episode is setting up to me because you know, a lot of trans people, we ask family members to not call us just using a name. We don't want you to call us the dead name that was or the name that was given, and a lot of us refer to it as the dead name because that person is no longer visible, and the person that we matured and turned out to be is who we would want you to prefer or refer us to. But you keep trying to let people stay in your circle, and sometimes it's best just to cut them off and to move on from it. So I'm ready for it, but I'm like Savon, I'm gonna stand 10 feet deep into it, but I really feel like it's gonna be one of those clinchers too. That I'm be like, well damn.
it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those episodes.
You know. So I just hope and pray that everybody just ready for it. And I hope people are gonna be listening to it from a place of understanding and not just from a place of foolishness because people can't take and get the wrong idea about things too.
And I know it's not going to be easy for her either because that opens up
that all over
so
again.
much. And people will use it
against
whatever happens, whatever's said will then be used against her. So once again, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate the allowing us to see those vulnerable moments. I know that's not easy. And, for us to know what we've learned, externally from Madison, watching her show and just following her, she, there's certain things that she wants you to see and some things that she don't. So I know letting that be seen and having those discussions, I mean, that lets you know she's at a different place or space today than she was years ago. So I support you, sis. That's all I can say, girl. But I already know this is going to be very hard and it's going to open up a whole bunch of doors for other trolls to come in and say some fucked up ass shit.
Right. Well, I guess with nothing else to be said, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to support. Don't forget to go over to my co-hostess page and join her membership. Let's get her memberships up. Let's get my memberships up. Let's get our views up. We have numerous creators that are on the stage and on this panel. Well, on the stage is what I call it, and that are, we're trying to make sure that everybody eat from the table. We over here, we try to make sure that we band together and, one eat, all of us trying to eat. So we trying to make sure that, a little bit goes a long way. So I thank everybody for coming in and giving a contribution. I thank everybody that has joined my channel and has been enjoying the exclusive content. Speaking of, um, Nivea is a part, and I know everybody else is, but Nivea, how, as far as with you and the behind the scenes stuff and everything that you're seeing and you're witnessing to with, can I have a testimonial from you?
I mean, I'm loving every minute of the behind the scenes
I
stuff.
mean, it's impromptu, so they can't say that I coached her into saying anything. I'm asking
No,
her
like
opinion.
I'm legit loving every minute of it. Like I already told you, like y'all helped me get through Corona. So the more access I get, the better. And then like with you only being on like twice a week or whatever, like having the extra behind the scenes stuff like that give me more of like a relief from my regular everyday life. I'm all for it. And it ain't expensive. It's less than a freaking hamburger from McDonald's. Like
Right.
Oh, that sounds so good right now.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Well,
That was one of them church moments where you asked a random person out of the audience to give a testimonial. I was like, oh,
right.
I only
Oh,
look like that
testimony.
because my grandmother used to do me like that. And I was like,
So you really
baby,
calling
would
me
you
up
get
there
up?
like this?
Would you get up? Would you get up and give us an A and B selection? I got laryngitis.
Literally, Savine. That's why
Baby, ain't nothing
I was
wrong with
so
you.
mad. I was so mad. I was so mad when I finally got a solo in church,
Look
girl.
at her wall of liquor.
Savine, I was.
Don't do it.
Ooh,
I quit drinking.
no.
You
Savine,
said
I
you
was
got
the
a
same way. I was the same way.
yes. You like to. I would, but I lost my voice.
Oh, girl, how about going to a visiting church and then
Uh,
they ask for A and B selection from the ain't no quiet here. Well, you can go ahead and you can carry a song by
girl.
yourself.
Right.
No,
I
ma'am.
remember I
I
went to.
What's
embarrassed.
up, Philly
I,
boy?
I
Thank you
remember
I
for
we
had
just
to.
went.
coming in.
I remember
I
we
had
went
to.
to a revival, child,
Uh-huh.
and they had the nerve to call me up. I was like,
Girl.
I wasn't even part of the daggone selections that was going on.
See,
They just called my name, pulled me up there. I'm like, girl, first off, I ain't
get
pregnant
on up
yet,
there.
so y'all ain't
Hmm.
gonna have me sound the hot gag.
I know you got at least the A selection in you. You ain't got to have the B,
Right.
but I know you got at least the A selection.
So
Girl,
I
it
kept
wasn't
it real
until I embarrassed my
so
grandmother.
I kept it real cute vocally.
What you do?
I kept it real cute vocally, girl. I ain't do too much. I stayed right in the pocket, girl, because I was like, I ain't doing too much because y'all ain't gonna get me together.
Child, I used to go up there and get them a. Oh, you know what, Spilly boy? Come up in here for a second. I got a few more minutes.
He said,
You know I'm gonna be real shady with him right quick. Hold on.
why?
Don't
Because
do me like
I
that.
didn't know anything about it. Nobody
No,
even
no,
texted
no,
me
no,
and
no, no,
said,
no,
No, it
no,
was
no, no, no,
impromptu.
no, no, no.
It was
So
impromptu,
I'm
baby.
gonna do him. I'm gonna do you like you do us. If you
Right.
had your
"What's up,
notifications
Tamar?"
on, if you had your notifications
Actually, I
on, you
did,
would have
but if
known.
you would remember the stuff that I was going through and what it's been going through with me and my
Mhm.
leg, ma'am, that's why
Well,
I didn't
listen,
hear
I'm
it.
just saying, I'm being fair. So we saw the notification, and it was one of the ones like I'm off, right now because I'm still healing. And by the way, y'all, I went to my doctor's appointment today. I'll be getting my tubes out on Friday. My tube last one out on Friday. I'm excited. So great.
And
Praise
you still
report.
snatch.
I'm still snatched. I can stand up a little taller. I've been walking more. I've been pushing myself to walk a little bit more. So I'm getting there. But anyway, so I was up and I called him. So I was able to participate. So thank you for having us. I was
Right.
just
Thank you for
happy.
having
Yeah.
me again, Spiller
So
Boy.
that's what it
I
was. It wasn't like
appreciate
he
it.
sent out emails saying y'all get on and exclude Jazmine. That's not what it was.
Right.
I know. I wanted
She
to
just
touch
wanted
him
to
just for a second.
she just
And
I
when I
wanted to be
tell
like Diana
y'all,
Ross.
it was good.
Touch me in the
y'all
morning.
need to go out there and watch it. And I love the fact that he then went back and broke it into part ones and twos.
Mm-hmm.
Genius. Because then, people will watch a part one and part. I was like, I'm learning so much from you. I just want you to know I am. And so, baby, the heat up in there, girl, it was hotter than sriracha sauce, honey. I hope I'm saying it right. Sriracha sauce, girl.
It was a lot, girl.
Woo!
It was a very deep. It went into a lot of different conversations.
I learned a lot.
It was good.
It was very healthy.
Uh, Spilly boy. Anyway.
It's healthy.
Well, I'm glad that y'all had an absolute amazing time. And one of these times I'm gonna catch so I can jump on there on one of the Spitty Boys. Y'all done been on there 2 or 3 times, and y'all know I ain't near.
Oh.
I done been in the audience, but y'all know y'all done been on there at least 2 times.
No,
And y'all
no, I
have.
can't say that. I
And y'all
can't say
have.
that.
Savon
No,
only been
I
there
can't
once.
say that.
Savon only been once.
I've only been once.
I was on twice, but
What is you chopping and screwing over there?
girl, let me eat my food, girl.
What you eating?
Fried chicken.
Oh, come on,
A knife and a fork? You better pick that food up.
That's how I eat my chicken too.
Girl, that's how I usually eat my fried chicken, girl. But I'm a human, girl. I'm trying to be cute.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
We still want to
Spiller.
thank you for our lesson yesterday.
Right.
Hey, girl.
Shayla, for real.
I learned so much. Yes.
Y'all are terrible.
Whenever
I was
I don't do that very often. I don't open my panel. I don't do panels very often. I'm doing it more now. Now that I started doing the kitchen table talk. Yeah, that that's kind of goes along with that format of that. But usually I'm a solo act. I don't usually open the panel. But when I do that, y'all are more than welcome.
Baby,
I would
when
prefer that was, I control it too. I would
you do
my
you
close people.
We saw so much. I learned so much. I was telling them earlier about how you broke down the lyrics, and I was like, I had to go back and listen to it. I was like, oh, this baby is talking about Trey, girl.
Right. I hollered, girl, because before he even said that, I was like, I thought I was the only one that looked at the lyrics.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. And then, baby, when Miss Mamas came in, girl, I said, ooh.
Right.
She did a video dragging me, honey.
But she did.
She did. She came back. Because the live was like, I took the live down and then broke it off into 4 pieces.
Yes,
because the live lasted for 7 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So when I got off, y'all was still going.
Yeah, because I was about to go to work and they were still on.
Right, I was supposed to have been going to bingo, child. That did never happen. When I looked up at the bingo, people was coming back home.
Baby,
but it was nice. It really was nice. I enjoyed it, and I could have did it could not have done it by myself. So everybody who played a part, I thank you so much. But it was good. But it's up there now, split into 4 pieces.
Yeah, I saw that. So when I saw,
I was like, go catch that.
Yeah, because that's where everybody kept saying, "Well, where's all the views at, girl? Where you make?" I'm like, "No, baby. The first video actually has like over 7,000 views."
Oh, when I saw Miss Mama,
they were trying to.
I was glad that she was red.
Girl,
I saw Miss Mama's, and I'm glad that she was red and put in her place. Because I'm like, girl, shut up.
When she came back, she snapped out again and that's just her. She just cut up and acted up, and she told me then, she said, "Oh yeah, I cleaned you up." I was like, "What?
No,
she
did what?
I ain't cleaned you. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do a thing.
She said she got me and FJ. I don't know what she said. I didn't.
I
ain't paying her to mind. But
They sound like I'm gonna have to catch
FJ
this on a replay.
Yeah, FJ did a video dragging her though. I said, "See, this is how you
hold on. Okay, let me just cue this up."
I wasn't trying.
But see, Spiller boy, you ain't do nothing, girl. Mama's came in there upset because she ain't listened to the whole thing. She just
and then she admitted, I didn't. I'm like, girl, so what are you talking about? Stop talking.
I was like, okay, mamas, get upset, girl. But when somebody drag your face through the mud, girl, don't be mad.
Baby,
girl,
but when
Food
Junkie raised his voice, and she was like, I mean, you gonna have to lower your voice, and he was like, I'm just meeting you with the same energy you met me with, honey.
Right.
Girl,
a lot of people were like, we know Food Junkie, but I think a lot of people got to really see Food Junkie, and he got some subscribers, a couple of new subscribers. But Food Junkie's funny. Food Junkie be over there cutting up. over in his place. So definitely check him out. Check him out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he cooks, he sews, he do a lot of the same stuff I did. He designs and sews. He's really, really good.
Okay.
But
he,
other than that little hiccup, we had a good conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, that hiccup was a good conversation for me, honey,
Right.
because it gave you all aspects of everyone's views.
Child, and then when we went into the whole thing of well, you know, when Gil got to crying.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God, I gotta go back. I didn't get to see that part.
He got crying, and we had a whole coming to Jesus moment, and
oh my God.
Then that went from there. That's in the breakdowns, that is at the end of part 1 of the open chat and the beginning of part 2 of the open chat. Because I put my whole explanation in one video. And
yeah,
then
I saw that.
The open chat is 3 separate videos.
Which was genius. I said, oh, I have never thought about that. That is perfect.
But the only problem is that you lose the chat.
You do, yeah.
You lose the chat.
But that's all. But when you bitch easily get 30,000 views on a video, girl, we're not worried about that because you're gonna get your views, girl. Because Miss Mama, honey, you got girl. Okay, Humble. Let me have a slice of that humble pie, girl. Listen, you got the.
And I think a lot of times with those panels that run that long, well, only messy bitches are looking in the chat for what did happen in the chat. Now the chat is a whole nother video.
It is a whole nother video.
Maybe the chats are a whole nother experience, but for the most part, when people go back to the replay, it's more like background noise because that's so long. Anybody really sitting there doing that for no 8 hours? No.
Yeah.
And trust me, you'll hear what was in the chat somewhere in the street, honey. Somebody's messy ass will be talking about it.
Always.
But yes, I gotta go look and see what Food Junkie had to say. But whatever Livy said, he didn't like it, and he had to clean her up, honey. I said, "Oh
my God,
I want to mind the business that pays me, honey. That's all. I just want to
okay.
All I'm gonna say she deserves.
Well, how did Bingo do?
I don't know because I didn't go.
Go. He said they left and came back by the time his video was done, and so that was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Never got to go. I hadn't even eaten yesterday because I came on. It was like lunchtime, and I never had even eaten until after the video was over. I was over there eating candy. Kept going off screen eating candy, child.
Oh my God.
Well, I have a couple of people I need you to clean up for me.
Oh,
oh, really?
I do.
Who are they?
I just want to sit on the panel and just watch you just clean them completely up. Have you seen all of the foolishness with I Am Zoe and Tammy Waka Flocka's wife trying to straighten out that whole situation?
I heard that something was going on, but I hadn't gone and looked at it.
Yeah, it's foolishness. She want everybody to give him a pass that he's learning and this, that, and the third. So why come out of your mouth ignorant?
Girl, if he done had several chances to learn.
That's who's learning, Waka?
Well, yeah, because Tammy's daughter came out as lesbian and taking a girl to her.
Waka been saying problematic shit forever.
That's what I'm saying. He's been having an opportunity to learn. He just didn't give a fuck.
Had issues with Waka in the past.
Yep. So now that it's hit home, so now that it has hit home, now you want people to extend grace. No,
right.
No.
And that's basically what I Am Zoe was saying, that you should have watched what you were basically saying at the beginning, because you never know what cards you're going to get dealt. And
right, that's right. Somebody else's baby back then.
You sure the hell was, whether they were 22, 12, or 2, or 52. That's somebody's child.
Yesterday about that man that I served and his sense of humor.
You did. You said it.
He will return the favor, and when you look up, baby, that same affliction that you thought was so cute and funny, honey, will be right up in your living room, honey.
Sure will.
Right.
Most of our family members that gave me a hard time growing up, every one of them has a gay child.
Yeah. Or
And I don't think
grandchild.
that's by that ain't no coincidence, honey. That's somebody that sits high and looks low and cracks up laughing, honey.
Right. And say, oh,
Period.
that's cute to you, huh? Okay. Let's see how cute this is going to be.
Okay.
Diva said he's running his mouth again.
Child.
Well, you know. It's only making it harder for baby girl because, you know, that's why she never said anything to begin with.
Right.
That's why, you know, Tammy knew, but Walker didn't.
Right. That's a mess.
Well.
No.
Not Walker, flop, honey.
Yes. If all hearts and minds are clear, we're
What
gonna
is
get
it
ready
eye
to.
you got going on here? Lean in close to the screen, my love, and close your eyes. I said close your eyes. Girl, she don't take instructions well. Close them. Ooh, bitch, come on here. Girl, she's giving me Endora, honey.
Winged. Winged for her pleasure.
Yes.
Now, you remember Endora, them wings Endora used to have, honey?
Yes.
Endora, honey.
From Bewitched.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, back in that era, honey, it was all about a wing, honey.
It was. It was.
Whole eye blanked out, honey, and
just
like,
boom.
Really?
And big hair.
Oh, yes, God, honey.
I love it.
2 wigs stacked up.
2 wigs. Come on, 2 wigs. Because see, the girls don't know a lot about them 2 wigs and how you would make ponytails out of wigs.
Period.
Me too. Those big long showgirl ponytails, baby, they were wigs. They weren't ponytails, girl.
Yeah, no, those are whole wigs.
Whole wigs, honey.
With a whole nother wig up
underneath, giving it that hulk.
Ponytail underneath.
To support it. In a ponytail to hold
that
it all
gray
in.
hair that you will ball up and tease the fuck up until a matted ball, put it on, and then put girl.
And don't have to ever do it if you're doing a show and you on the radio, child, and got micros, pull them in a ponytail.
Pull them in a
Put
ponytail.
the damn drawstring on, throw a wig on it, 22 bobby pins, and dance the house down, bitch.
I had one client, speaking of that, I had one client who wanted her hair to be big, and she's like, I don't know how they do it. And when she saw me do it, she was like, her mouth was like, I said, well, I'm doing it. She was just like, so I just thought you just teased it. I said, girl, no, you ain't gotta tease it, girl, to do all you trying to mess up your unit, girl.
Yeah,
you do all that underneath, honey, and then you form it. And she was just like, I said, girl, it's all right. Drag secret. Don't worry about it. But she wasn't doing drag. She was just a client wanting her hair like that.
She gonna sleep in that.
To see like how RuPaul's be.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what are they doing to Ru's wigs? And I said, oh, okay. Same thing, but
same thing.
Yeah, they be going in with it.
They go in. They spend a lot of time on it too,
because
after they do either the double wigs or some of them are teased, but it's the definition is in the exterior,
right?
Especially when what's his name was doing it,
Delta,
the guy, not Delta, before Delta. Damn it, shit, Anderson. You know who I'm talking about because he did her hair and the makeup. Yeah. Delta's good with some damn wigs. I didn't realize she was that good with wigs. Like
I just like that when Ru hits the stage. Half the time I don't like her outfit. Half the time
it's usually the same dress. It's kind of like the same type of dress, really.
It's the same type of dress. It's pattern 3523 from McCall's, honey. And they then one time they used the sleeve, one time they didn't. One time they put it around her neck, another time they made it one short. It's the same pattern over and over and over.
Oh, pattern. Yes. See, because you make clothes, I say it's the same dress, but it's made of the same pattern the way it flows. I see that.
It's like, girl.
Snatched in the same place the whole time.
I'd be like, try this Christmas time.
But when I tell you, I live her hair now.
Wigs in the business.
Now, when Raven started doing her makeup, bitch, I'm sorry. That's when that bitch truly. That's when Rue truly floors because Raven
in drag.
paints.
She's in drag,
baby. She shadows, and I just be looking at her like,
where you going, Rue?
Girl, I just be like, damn, your
I
face
love what
is
she
pale.
had on this week, and I forgot. When I turned the camera off, I was done with the review, and I turned the camera off, and I looked down at my notes. I was like, fuck. Because I forgot to mention it. It was in a different part of the thing I had skipped right over. But I love what she had on. And it wasn't really nothing. A bodysuit and a
it was, but that body was snatched though.
It was
yeah,
out of place because it was like, girl, she ain't did this a year.
You ain't done a body. I thought I was the only one that thought that.
Good. I was like,
bitch.
She looked great. She really did. And it's just been a long time since she did that. That's all she used to wear.
Yeah, it sure was. It sure was.
Now, the true queen of the bodysuit, she was doing that before Beyonce had it.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
Right.
Oh, bitch.
And wearing it out. But she looked cute. She really did. She looked cute.
And her favorite thing is the whole over and then out. Like the wind is just blowing her and she just
I love that.
And I love it.
God. Listen.
Oh my God, I love it. Oh.
Diana caught the windstorm, honey. That's so Diane Carroll caught with the wind.
Ain't it? Look, we can do this all day. I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you.
Just drag queens. Just drag queens.
Andy is girl.
Don't get mad at me.
Andy is girl.
Talking stuff. She gonna turn off the camera next tomorrow or the next day when we see her on live. She gonna have one of these hairstyles we talking about.
And not.
And you gonna use it for inspiration, and you know it, honey.
Girl, gonna send me one from the gas station.
Bolero girl.
From the Bolero.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to this Bolero. I'm not lying. I am so ready.
They said they want to say, honey. I embrace that read. And I'm like, oh yes, and this wig is actually from Bolero. I sat there and watched the chat give it. Oh, girl, we love your hairstyle. It came from the Bolero. Now laugh it off. Laugh it off.
Own it.
I don't give a shit. They can have it at the Kmart. If I like it, I'm getting it.
If I like it, I'm gonna get it.
Period.
I'll do it in a minute.
And who gonna tell me otherwise?
Who gonna check me, babe?
I was just about to say, who gonna check me, boo? It's most certainly not you.
Spillaway, what you finna get into?
I have two. I got 2 videos I got to do. I am behind. I haven't done my review for Real Housewives nor for Married to Medicine.
Get it in.
And I heard, and I had a lot of messages. Dr. Heavenly shouted me out.
Did she?
On her video. And I was screaming, laughing because she said, I don't know if he likes me. And I'm like, oh, girl, I didn't used to like you, honey, but I didn't. In the beginning, I couldn't stand Heavenly Child. I couldn't.
Really? Why?
Oh,
you think she throw cards and hold? Yes, she is.
But that's her. That's what she do. That's what she did.
And once I started seeing her do her lives during the pandemic, I began to understand her logic behind it. I was like, oh, girl, you giving us TV. I understand.
On her a while ago, a couple seasons ago. But then during the pandemic, when I started watching her channel, I really did grow to like Heavenly. Yeah. But I still call her out on her messy stuff.
Yeah.
When she be acting a fool, I still call her out, Joe.
Well, hold her accountable, girl. She know what she's doing. She like, I know I'm not gonna fight.
Let nobody make it.
None. I'm trying to get into that space where, well, really, I'm not. I'm there. I just.
Well, that's why I don't follow.
What was that, Shayla?
The celebrity people, because I don't got time. Because I'm gonna say some shit about you. So I don't follow them on social media.
And did.
What happened?
What you had?
I heard you laughing is when I said that. You was like, "Hey, like what?" You try to say I don't. You try to say I don't do that. I don't hold back.
And don't.
You don't.
Oh, I'm shocked and appalled.
And I hate that I don't get to hang out with you all during the after show. Like I won't live tweet
Yeah.
when Maddie's on, and I don't go to the after show. I watch the after show sometimes in the replay, and I hate that I miss that. I miss hanging out with the Maddie mob for that, because with me doing the reviews, I don't want to be and what I have to say. So come to the after show.
What I will say is, if you watch the after show definitely. Well, you watched them, so you see it.
That one week,
I do my
on week number 2.
Oh,
right.
I do my review after I've watched the after show, just because it gives me more context. You know what I'm saying? To understand. But what I'm doing is, I guess sometimes my challenge is, what do I say and what don't I say? And I just, just so people understand, even though I rock with you, that doesn't mean that you are exempt from my assessment or my initial thought. You know what I'm saying?
She's good with that.
I know.
A lot of people ain't.
I believe that she's good with it, but there's been some successful others that I feel like they won't be. And so, what I've started doing is when I say certain things, I'm like, girl, and the only read you can have for me is A, B, C, and D. And then I'll read right while in the live, so that it just, it just is what it is, girl. So any pointers?
Whatever, child. I seen it and I said it. Now, what do you want, honey?
Spilly Boy said you doing too much. You giving it way too much energy, girl.
Period.
Yes.
And I done tried to tell her that, but she don't listen.
Funky is the one that could tell to say it. Funky has gotten into some real fender benders about saying, because Funky's gonna say what's on his mind. Funky done had cease and desist sent and been sued and all kind of shit.
I just don't have the space
in Atlanta and close to them housewives. They used to wear Funky out, but he would wear them out, honey.
I don't even understand the cease and desist. This is YouTube. These are reviews. Like, girl, shut it up. Like, why would you even go through all that, girl? Chill out.
Girl. Funky used to let a bitch have it.
Oh.
Remember when Sheree was building Chateau Sheree?
Yes. Well, it was she was building it a while.
Yes, and Funky was up on the property, had he filming, and then girl, Funky used to go in, and the embarrassed. That's what makes people react like that, is the embarrassed. Funky didn't become Funky Dineva for nothing. He's fearless. And Funky would say some shit, and it would get him into some hot water sometimes. It still does. It still does. That's why I love him, honey. But watching him is why I don't mess around. I don't follow celebrities. Me and Maddie had a little thing before. She had her show and all of that, but like I don't follow Candy Birth and I do watch heavily now, but I don't follow her on Instagram. I don't follow her on Twitter and all. I don't do that because I'm going to say my shit.
Yeah.
Period. And
Spilly Boy.
Find a way, but I mean, if you showing out,
yeah, I get it. I understand that 100%.
I get dragged every day. So I mean, child, and I do, and I ain't nobody, child, but I get dragged every day, honey. I'm ugly, I'm fat, I ain't got no small back. And they let me have it, honey. And I said, okay.
You don't have a small back.
I don't have a small back. I got a not so small back.
Girl,
that's a nice way of calling you.
I hate when he does that.
It was the part too. I have not
you take a read and you see the person when they came with that. You go in with you're mad because you ain't got no small back. I'm like, I ain't never. I don't even know what it is to have a small back. I'm back from day one. So you take the read, twist it. Y'all know this, honey. That's really 101, honey.
Right.
You make it into something that's yours now. And so, hit it in a minute. I ain't upset that I ain't got no small.
Fat.
Period.
Oh.
The Valero thing was supposed to be a read.
Right.
That was supposed to be a read, child. It's like, child.
They don't know how to read.
Down to the Valero, honey.
Hey, Lyric.
That is too funny.
Yes.
It is.
You know, I'm gonna have to call you and chit chat with you about something because I want you to come and come through and do a something special with me and Savon.
Okay. You know I will. You know I will. You know I'm all about a collaboration.
Girl. Yes, a good collab, honey. You
I
know what,
did
me
that.
and you ain't collabed yet, and bitch, I don't know why. You know, I do know why.
Because you're so popular, honey. So
No,
right.
No, that's not it. That is not it. Let me know that if you
America's
think
favorite
about
auntie.
it, if you think about it, like somebody was asking me from Chi Chi's channel, they was like, "Well, how often you go live?" I said once a week, and they was like, "Really?" They were shocked that I had just one show a week. And I was like, it's not that I won't, it's just because, you know, with the salon and then the office, you know, I've probably been live a little bit more during this time. Well, once I started feeling a little bit better.
Is booked and busy, honey.
Right. I mean, that ain't no right, Nivea. And you know, I talked about you, Miss Nivea. Honey.
Right.
What I do?
Nothing. I talked about you in one of my reviews.
Oh my God. Now I'm going to have to go back and look.
I mentioned you. I didn't talk about you. I mentioned you.
Oh,
Yeah, because you were on the show.
Yep, you came in.
You were on the show. It was you.
Bijan.
Y'all
Randy.
I mentioned him.
Yep.
You know I picked the honey.
Right.
I saw the other people, honey, but I picked those two.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it like this for the movie.
I seen the other people. I was like, I don't really know them. I know them to see them, but I know these two, honey, and I know they're both down here. So.
Oh, well, there it is. There.
Choices.
Right.
Everybody has choices to make.
Choices. I'm trying to think of the queen who did that on RuPaul's Drag Race. I think it was.
What's the pretty girl?
Yes, honey. The polite yet sassy.
Yeah. What is that? Her name is.
Damn it! I know who you talking about.
Not a good thing, honey.
Yeah, but she was like,
because he made the choice to forget who the bitch is.
Oh, she came back from. I just watched the All Star because you know I've been catching up on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, because it's one name. She only has one name.
Yeah,
like Valentina, but it's not Valentina.
Yeah, it's not Alexis. It's not. No, not Alexis. No, it's not. It's not her.
It could have been a.
I know it's All Stars 2.
And she did good too.
She did. Because she was from like one of the
Tatiana.
Tatiana. There you go, Tatiana. Yep.
No, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty girl.
Yeah.
Forgettable, obviously.
We won't forget a Rolaska Tuck.
You know, Alaska came from here too. You know, she's from my spot.
I love Alaska.
Her and Sharon. You know, they were a couple.
Yeah. Sharon got on there, and I love Sharon got on there, and then you know, of course they broke up, and then you know now the
thing was that Alaska was the one that was auditioning every year.
Yeah,
we all knew that Alaska was auditioning. She was auditioning every year, year in, year out, and Sharon auditioned once and got on and won. And then the next year
is when she got and
when the whole story was really told that there's a lot of politics involved.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of people just like the one that was on, I can't think of her name right now, and then her partner got on the year later, and they were interracial couple, and I think what's
her face?
Yes, she's real funny. She's real funny. She has the white platinum string like Michelle. Yes. Shit. Okay. It's so many of them. I can't remember.
She ain't forgettable. I just can't.
No, she's not. She's not. And she's funny as hell too. But yeah.
Sierra is her. No, Sahara was
Sahara was her partner.
that passed away.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is because I just watched her the other day.
Yeah, because everything she's always giving you Cruella de Vil tea.
Yes.
Not the likeness of Cruella de Vil.
Always.
I mean, she does. You think of Dalmatians every time you see her
for everything.
Manila Luzon.
So many, Manila. She got so many commercials and all that stuff with Wild Girl. They use her down.
Yep, all the time.
Miss Manila Luzon. And she is really good, and she be clean as hell.
She do.
But it all do be in the vein of Disney, honey.
I really thought that Gigi was gonna be used a little bit more because she's so polished, right? And I see her, but I don't. Still, I think because of the pandemic and all that just kind of came in and hit. It just really, Gigi good.
I know you talking about Charles.
Right, exactly.
She is polished, girl. You can't cut that. She be on point.
She is, but okay.
Bitch, I'm gonna use that because I ain't never had a small.
Where the threes in the comments? y'all forget this is a night of shade.
I am gonna go through and download this video, bitch, and I'm gonna make a meme because I ain't never had a small. Ooh, I can't do that. That hurt shit. Wow.
You can't do that yet anyway,
Small back, honey. That's why it hurts.
Girl, my stomach is. Girl, I did that and I felt it. Ooh. No, my back ain't. Look, my back ain't small, girl. The waist is, but the back is not.
Ain't none of my shit small, honey. It's all strong with a K. Strong, honey.
Well, girl, if you ask,
real strong or a little strong?
It's strong, honey. I got strong.
You got a strong.
OMG.
And the little relationship talk yesterday was a mess.
But there was a relationship talk?
Yes, honey. Me and Gil, honey. It was a mess. About what I need.
About what?
And what I won't have. And he said about what he needs and what he wants. And it just was a mess, child. It was a lot. It was a lot.
I think I caught like the ending of it.
Were there any
when him and Livy start going at it?
Oh, girl.
He started trolling her. I said, "Oh my god."
Were there any teachable moments?
At one point, I muted them both, and we started having a conversation. The two of them didn't know they was muted. They was hollering at each other, child. And they was both muted.
Hell no.
You'll learn one day.
We laughed at him because he was telling her
one day.
Cussing her, and she was cussing him, and she said, "I don't even know you. Where did you even come from?" He said, "And I don't even care about you." I said, "Oh my god."
It was the I don't even know you for me.
It was just a slight kerfuffle, honey.
A slight kerfuffle.
It wouldn't be me if it wasn't at least one slight kerfuffle.
A slight.
Right. There's at least one each live.
Oh my god, yeah.
At least one.
But I wasn't in it.
Right. That's why I was like, I was proud of you.
I was playing the back.
I was proud. I was like,
I was being a gracious hostess, honey.
Yes.
The slightest kerfuffle.
He just stayed on the sidelines yesterday. Just let everything happen. Then again tonight.
Very interesting.
The kerfuffle.
But that little Nas X, honey,
yes.
Girl, we talking about that today.
I'm just gonna say something again, and you, girl, that body and that fucking fruit basket, and I was just like, little boy,
fruit basket.
If you don't, yes,
that's what she calls the.
That's what I call the.
You ain't see all that bird.
That's what I'm a bird watcher, so I call it a fruit basket. Girl, when I saw all them fruits, I was like, oh Lord, little boy, if you don't sit down and get out of my face with all that now. Fanning and shit.
You know she a man.
They was like, well, I wonder if he was.
You know she
But that's good though, Diva. One don't, because you know how your mouth is, so you
I
don't
don't
need
know
to know
none of
who they are. 'Cause
Please don't.
things, but I still
you'll
find
be over
myself
there
cracking up at the
lighting
comment.
them up at it.
Right, because please don't let Diva start, because she will.
He will be over there tearing. Listen, I watched Diva's video.
Terrorizing folks.
Diva did a video about Kenya Moore.
Oh, I know that.
The costume.
He dragged Miss Kenya. I said, I enjoyed it so much in my spirit, honey. I used to be down on this street, honey, swinging, honey, back in the day when Kenya first came on the show. And they separate out people that love Kenya and the people that didn't like Kenya. And I was one of the ones that didn't like her, baby. And I was down here banging and swinging. And it took me right back to that space, honey. He dragged Miss Kenya, honey. I said,
right.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Diva drags anyway. Diva don't have to. All she has to do is breathe, and she'll
Child,
drag
the
it.
part,
so funny.
the part
Oh
that
my
gets me is when
God.
that hoe starts singing in the middle of a read.
Right.
She'll make a whole damn song in the middle of a read. I'm like, Diva.
Got
I'm
dog
taking
on
to
it.
church too much.
I did, maybe I felt it down in my spirit, honey.
Yo, spirit.
Right.
Yo, spirit.
Not even spirit.
Down in your spirit. Mm-hmm. Yes, God.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing?
Hey, babe.
What's up, D?
Where you been?
Child, catching up.
I was about to say
trying
the
to
same
catch
thing,
up.
girl.
Catching up, trying to catch up. I just had something
She
to
like,
say about Lil
honey,
Nas
she
X
said,
video.
Oh.
Shayla, don't
Really, Shayla, what you over there doing the mukbang? Huh? You in the ASMR, you popping and smacking and carrying on?
all I had was a salad, honey. Look, a mukbang and ASMR. All I had was a salad, and I'm pissed off. What is that? That looked like noodles was in it.
Right.
Mm.
Shayla, let me know what you eating since you was all in my mouth, girl.
It's a shrimp scampi pasta.
No, never mind. You can
Go
have it.
ahead.
But she wouldn't be all in my mouth about what I was eating, girl.
You lost me at shrimp scampi.
Girl, I love shrimp scampi. I love shrimp scampi. I love shrimp scampi, baby.
Is it Olive Garden?
Oh.
I don't know why you girls be trying to do me like that. I cooks.
I know you cooks. I done seen you cook. Remember the good old days?
Oh.
Here she go. Here she go.
said the good old days. When y'all used to go grocery shopping together.
Period. Period. And we used to do whole lives going to grocery store and everything.
When they used to go grocery shopping together.
Right.
I was holding her virtual hand and she was holding my virtual hand and we just went on together.
Yes, Lord.
She drunk a little bit. I just sat there and watched her. She drunk a little bit more. I sat there and watched her.
BBI.
So you're trying to tell me that you do nails and you cook?
And a lot
and
more.
she called.
Yes, God. A lot more. And a lot more.
No, why the emphasis on a lot more?
Well,
Spilly boy. You know what I got? You know what I got to hear you say to me one good old time. What do you normally call me when we used to do it? What you
I'm not
call
calling names anymore. I'm being.
I got to hear it one more time. Good. Go on to give it to me one more time.
Oh yes, honey. I can't do it.
Right.
Right. Can't do it like that. That help her do it. Come on, give it to me one good time.
Such conviction.
Yes. Let me give you the confessional so you can go.
Don't do that.
Feel good. Make me feel good.
Now you gotta do it.
Right. Don't make me call names.
Just call me one for old time's sake.
Yo,
that's terrible.
Yes, God. Yes,
When I go over on Dr. Kelly Love, me and him be screaming, "How dare you!" at it, back and forth, screaming and hollering. I'm like, oh God, this is so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
You know what, Spilly Boy? A lot of people don't give you your flowers while you still yet here. I want to tell you thank you for over a year believing in my dream. I appreciate it.
So y'all got it going on over here, honey. Y'all do. Y'all really do. I'm so impressed with the things that y'all do. Y'all be getting down.
We don't be
Getting
doing
down
shit.
over here.
Not
Right. We
not
don't.
nothing.
We
That was
don't. We
just
don't.
one or two
We
little
don't.
things.
We over
Save
having
mine.
these
Save mine
long
to
ass
store, girl.
sermons. What?
Well,
Save on the store, girl.
those
I
two.
am not the
Well,
star. Quit saying it. Quit trying to Beyonce
well,
me.
now you're two whole bitches. Like
Right.
you got you and you got a whole nother person.
Right. She
They
keep
call
acting.
that multiple personality disorder is what they call
There you
it.
Girl,
go.
I call it
They
Okay.
made a movie about it called Splits.
Right.
I call it drag, honey.
Splits, right.
Mm. There you go. That's one positive spin you can put on it as well.
Yeah, because Jaquasha, she got two, daddy.
She's an issue in itself.
I can't wait till y'all see Fat Peaches.
Fat peaches.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Why do I feel like I should start running now? Honey?
You probably should.
You should. You should.
You probably should start running. She's
Y'all not gonna give my cousins too much.
yeah, Fat Peaches, honey. Fat Peaches need prayer.
Yes.
I got a video of her dancing. You want to see it?
Oh.
Fat Peaches dancing?
You better not, Shayla.
Let me see Fat Peaches dance, girl. Yes, it looked
That's a
like
rump
two.
shaker, honey.
It looked like two rump roasts fighting. Yes, God.
Come on, rump shaker.
Fighting to their deaths, Lord Jesus.
Girl,
Not
she
rump
learned how to
roast.
twerk like that for years.
Ooh, that's that
That was more of a
mystery.
shake.
That is
Mystery
mystery.
meat.
That's
That mystery meat.
Baby, that was a fight. That was instead of lip sync for your life, girl. Oh,
I have thoughts, but I'm going to shut up because
I was glad that Shayla put that phone down because I was starting to smell that phone through the screen, honey.
Ooh.
Speaking of smelling the phone through the screen.
put your threes in the chat, please, Lord.
So I was at work
Threes in the chat.
today and I was helping someone and it was an older guy. And when the older guy took a step back from me, this person took and farted right there in front of me.
What?
Farted right there in front of me.
That is so nasty.
And then, because he was older, then he did this number. He said, and me being me, I said, this motherfucker. And looked at him.
he looked at you like, "What the fuck you gonna do?"
Like, period. Not farted, not pooted, but farted.
He looked at you like, "Say something."
And then, like,
Say
what you gonna
something.
say? Who gonna check me?
Say something.
You'll be able to go and just take your boot off, honey, and just
Babe, I couldn't limp fast enough to get away from him.
nasty.
He said, "Say something."
Right.
I'm getting strange messages. What the world? What the fuck is this?
Boy, that's that girl that was on your phone, honey. She had opened up your DMs with all that ass.
Okay.
All that ass to push one of those buttons, honey.
Try that back shot.
Oh.
Well, well, y'all. I guess
Sorry, you ain't missed nothing, girl. Just us reading.
Yeah, girl, we still on because we don't have no goddamn life, girl.
That is so not true.
Oh, you speak for yourself.
Well, you're sitting here doing nothing.
Oh, well.
I'm saying. The proof is in what you're doing right there. We've got an hour and an hour and a half of proof of you filing your nails and eating. Such an adventurous life.
Somebody created.
I mean, she was killing it too.
I mean, it was
You said they created a fake page. Oh, girl.
A fake page of what?
Of me.
What in the world?
And they're sending all these people. I keep getting all these messages. People are like, "There's a page asking me to
For money.
follow," and I'm like, "Y'all should know I don't be asking people to follow me."
No, you never have.
That's crazy.
But it's the same, my name with a number behind it. I'm like, that is not me, honey.
That's that shit right there that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And why? What is the point? They got like 5 or 6 pictures. I'm like, there's 5. I got more than 5 or 6 pictures of me in drag on my regular page. Like, are you kidding? That's stupid.
Oh, your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
So,
You know-
they just thirsty, girl. They be trying to capitalize on
There's more
everything.
pictures of me Lauren on my page than there is of James, too. That whore is all over that page. So why would I start another page?
You know this last video that y'all did?
No, tell us about it, honey.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Right.
That sounds like Miss Maddie herself.
It was.
She did you see that post that she did earlier today?
Yes, from Jennifer Lewis, the mother of Black Hollywood.
Something about the guy said that he don't like
and she was like, "Fuck me till I'm skinny." Then,
yes, and I don't need hypertension medicine no more or something. I said, Lord have mercy.
I hollered when I saw that.
Maddie's losing her mind.
That shit was funny as fuck. That shit is funny as fuck. That was stuff that I'm talking about that'd be funny as hell.
Someone that's a good way to lose weight.
Yeah, well, look, exercise is exercise.
It was a whole movement at one point.
A lot of babies are here because of it.
Right.
Because a lot of people didn't have strong pullout games.
Or they didn't want one.
Right.
Well,
speaking of not having good pullout game, girl, did y'all watch Aretha Franklin Genius?
Oh, you did not go there.
You did not say
nothing.
So we're gonna talk about no strong pullout and we're gonna talk about Reefa. Really?
Yeah, because she didn't like the motherfuckers.
We gonna talk about who?
Aretha. That's how we said. That's how you say
Aretha.
All of my aunts, that's what they called them. Aretha. Baby, the way her daddy was in there,
I'm gonna leave.
the way her daddy was in there having them parties, girl. Oh.
Baby, what was it, episode 1 or 2 when he had 2 of them on him? I'm like, the pastor doing threesome?
God.
Getting
Yes,
down,
God. Oh. Talk about
So when
blessing
he
that
said he
ass,
likes
girl.
Sunday mornings, but he loves
And he love his
Saturday
Saturday
nights
nights
too. I said,
too.
okay.
I didn't
My
watch
God,
it. I'm waiting on Jennifer. I like Cynthia Erivo, but I'm waiting on Jennifer.
I think you should watch both and compare. I really do. I'm waiting to watch
you
the
know
other
they
one to
pushed it
compare
back until August.
Oh, it's not coming out in April now?
Why they push it back?
Girl, I guess because this one is.
Oh yeah.
I don't
So
know.
won't compete. So won't compete. I guess.
Yeah, because you figure if you watch that for weeks, that's what my thing. I was like, I don't want to watch this for weeks, and then by the time Jennifer's come out, I'll be like, child, I'm sick of Reefa.
Yeah, I think. Well, you can watch it now because it's gonna be August. You'll be renewed and ready to watch it again. She's like, maybe not.
Jump to it.
Have you seen the new Justice League, the 4-hour version?
No, child. No.
I like
and my brother keeps telling me you got to
4 hours.
It was so
You
good.
got to watch it. It is so good.
So
It
I mean,
was
it's
good.
the same thing, right? But just
No, it's a completely different horse.
It's completely different.
They give you some excerpts from it, but
there's similar
outside
scenes,
of that,
but-
they give you the backstory of why each one of them are doing what they're doing.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna sit here and look. I got so discouraged with Wonder Woman 84.
Can we talk about that foolishness, girl? First off, they tried. Hold on, let me nerd out for a second, girl. That was horrible. That whole goddamn movie pissed me the fuck off. How you
That was
gonna have
trash.
how you gonna have a feminist
It
ass
was
hero
so
like
bad.
Wonder Woman girl, then her learn how to fly is because of a damn man? That nigga was dead in the first fucking movie. Why he come to fuck back?
Oh well.
Tell us how
Then
you
you go.
really feel.
Then you gonna have the nigga. Then you gonna have the
You beat
motherfucker.
me to the punch.
Then you gonna have. Then you gonna have the motherfucker come back in somebody else's body like it's they aliens. Girl, what's going on?
Yeah, I
So,
didn't.
and,
I
and
didn't care for
see,
that one.
okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna have to keep Zalin away from Treasure Lane. He's getting mean now.
Baby, no. He
Oh
been
no,
this
that's
way.
not. That's not
That's
because of
he's
the.
This is
dead
nice.
anyway.
This is nice.
This is nice,
This is
baby.
nice, man. See, Spiller Boy, you haven't seen me in this version yet.
No, acting
I'm
up.
Baby,
I'm
you ain't seen nothing.
yeah.
I'm a third.
I'm worse than this. Trust me.
Okay.
With y'all two taking and reading them, baby, I don't even think people gonna be alive after you get words because both of y'all got deadly tongues.
And
You
then
slicing one end and he
and then
slicing the other one,
Y'all
baby.
do.
and then I hollered at Spiller Boy was hollering at me because I was calling somebody a nickname, and he was like, "You worse than me with nicknames."
Yeah,
I
he's
am.
hard.
Yeah. Everybody gets a nickname.
I
with
give
me,
everybody a nickname. It's big. I've done that since I
Doing
was
it in,
Baby.
he ain't giving them no extra press, had he?
right.
So, I don't know what a Miss Maywood is. That's the point.
Period. That hoe know who she is.
Right, Miss Maywood. Every time I say it, she be over there like this. Hey, girl.
But I didn't. I couldn't stand that Wonder Woman 84. That was horrible to me.
It was terrible.
The
And
colors
now
were
she was, I'm like,
horrible.
okay, so you ain't gonna spend? You ain't gonna spend not one time. Don't let me catch you, but I'm gonna spend you.
Yeah, the whole thing was about 84. That's what I was.
That's really what it was. It was like, oh, let's just put this movie in the 80s just to put it
in the 80s and put it in the 80s.
And then I was like, I loved like the actress that played Cheetah, but I was like, girl, how you gonna have
She was horrible.
Cheetah looked a mess. Like that
She
whole
reminded me of a rabbit coat. That's how I felt about
right.
it.
That whole CGI scene was horrible.
Look, a mess. I was like, y'all could have kept this foolishness, girl, and gave me a daggone. Y'all could have kept. You know what they could have did? That whole Coliseum thing when she was a baby and she was running on that damn horse and shit. They could have kept that and that been the whole damn movie.
Yeah.
That's it. It could have went off after that.
Yep.
When I turned it back on to rewatch, I only watched that part. And when she grew up, I left.
Well,
because that's the only
you didn't miss much.
Nothing.
My God.
Because literally the only thing that happened after that was this man decided he wanted to crush and eat a daggone jewel girl that surprisingly gave him power.
I watched the whole movie, but when I went back the second time, I only watched the very beginning. And then
I checked out.
Right.
Cut it off and start watching The Bionic Woman.
Baby, now that was a horrible fool too. I don't know why they taking the mud and all of them so much.
Wait,
why
the Bionic Woman. What was?
She come on every day here.
Oh.
I'm gonna be.
She come on every day here. Oh my goodness.
That's the worker. I turned off a whole cinematic experience and went and watched a 1 hour old 1980s show,
right?
Or 1970s show.
Bionic Woman.
Interesting that movie was, and it was hard.
And then the ending really is what really
terrible. And
Speaking
that
of bad,
Linda Carter moment, terrible.
Speaking of bad movies, so how do you feel about Sharon Osbourne?
Miss Sharon better quit playing.
You talking about strawberry shortcake?
She played too much.
Wait, what did I call her? Pug Spaniel? That's what her name is. Pug Spaniel. Girl.
Pug Spaniel?
Yes. Red-headed Pug Spaniel, girl. That's what her name
Not
is.
a Pug Spaniel. Now that is a mixed breed I've never heard of. A Pug Spaniel.
She terrible. She said, and don't try to cry either. I said,
And don't try to cry. I should be the one crying. Girl.
I had to laugh because it makes me mad every time I think about it.
That. She said that. Mm-hmm.
Well, they did give her a little time to clean up her story, and then they
Ain't she
gave her the
trying to
boot.
sue? Ain't she trying to sue them now?
Sue for what?
How is she
Yeah,
gonna?
they had to pay her. They had to buy her out of her contract.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they had to pay her. Yeah.
But did she quit though? She didn't get fired. She quit, right?
It was
No.
they agreed.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
But you know, she got fired.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Came up with.
He said, Jay said, tell me. We're back
Tell
to
me.
Tell
me.
Tell me. Tell me, Cheryl. Tell me.
Child.
Oh,
They
Lord.
don't. They really don't. DC doesn't know what they doing, girl. Because now they did the whole thing with the Snyder cut. Now they talking about moving forward, we ain't got nothing to do with this, and all the good stuff that was in the Snyder cut, they ain't doing nothing. They're going to restart all over again.
Well, okay. So tell me this. Now I heard that what's it called? The Usual Mutants or the New Mutants? The New Mutants.
Mm-hmm.
Is getting ready now. That's getting ready to come on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Soon. It's like in the next week or two.
Yeah,
because I've been waiting on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually were speaking of it like it was an X-Men movie. I'm like, I know that's part of the X-Men stuff.
Franchise, yeah.
It's part of the franchise,
like,
but
I didn't even look at it like it was an actual X-Men movie.
But the thing is, they're doing something. It's completely different from what we normally see with
Right.
X-Men.
Just like it was in the comics.
Yeah.
They were like their own whole little thing. But please don't try to give us that as opposed to the X-Men, because I love the X-Men.
Right. But now
we are nerding out right now.
I love me some Halle Berry, but she should have never got that part. I
She
love
was
her.
awful. She was awful. She was awful the whole time.
Horrible. Girl.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it gets
where
struck
you had
by
to actually
lightning?
pay for it, Jay. Like you had to pay for it. Like I was like, I couldn't.
There's DVDs now out.
Yeah, it wasn't
DVD and
on
Blu-ray.
like Netflix. It wasn't on Hulu. It was on
anything.
Something I'd had to pay for. So it's coming to HBO Max. I ain't gotta pay for it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's old. The movie's old now. But yeah, I was.
I only wanted to see it because Magic's in it, and then Arya Stark is in there.
I was gonna watch it on Thanksgiving. My mom and my brother was over here, and my brother was fussing so bad about it and saying that he didn't think it was gonna be any good. And if you know my brother, he was going to do this the whole time. I said, I'm not gonna pay the $13, and he'd be bumping his gums in my ear the whole time the movie's off. So I just kind of left it alone. And after that was the last time I was kind of willing to pay for it. So
New Mutants.
It actually was pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch when it slide through here on HBO Max. I'm gonna watch it.
Right, because I wanted to see it too, but then I heard about all these pushbacks and stuff like that. I was like, I ain't got time for that, so I won't wait until it comes out for the public and I'll watch it then.
Yeah, I do, but I do love the X-Men.
Well, it wasn't a car crash like the Phoenix, so.
Oh, girl, we're not gonna talk about
it. It took them 3 movies to get her halfway right, didn't it?
Oh,
don't you mean a quarter? You mean half of that half?
They ain't even,
They ain't get that child right. They still ain't get Storm right.
No, I was okay with the last one when she did.
Girl,
I was pretty good with her too.
The girl that can't act a lick.
Yeah, that was her best part was when she turned into the whole Dark Phoenix or into the Phoenix and blew his skin off. I was pretty tickled with that.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Alexandra not acting as shit. That's what I thought you was talking about.
No, that's the wrong with no.
She can't, girl.
Oh no.
She was
kind of giving Jazmine Aiko.
And Storm keeps getting beat up and
right. I'm like it don't make no sense.
Like that.
It don't make no sense because Storm without her powers is still a badass.
Right.
So
now listen, Kong versus Godzilla, honey.
Girl, I'm not.
Don't want to see it.
I just laugh every time the commercial come on and he punches her in her face, honey. He punched her in her face, honey. I said,
Punched her
"Ooh,
in her face.
he did." No, and then I keep arguing with people. They used to, is Godzilla a girl or a boy? I thought Godzilla was a girl.
I thought Godzilla was a boy.
I did too.
I thought Godzilla was a girl because Godzilla had kids.
Well, no, it was an amphibian.
So it could be either or.
Yeah.
Child, listen, all I know is she got punched in her face. You know that Carl is a boy, and he said, "Bitch, don't do me." And came over there and punched her down
So
on her
Miss
face. Eddie, what? I said, "Oh, he got you, man. He got you, Eddie, with your old scaly ass, Eddie. You know I don't like lizards. I ain't crazy about no monkeys and no dogs either, but I really hate.
You can watch them.
Like, I don't like nothing that moves like this. I don't like it. He punched her ass in her goddamn face, honey. I said, tore it. But the funniest part of that, when they came out with the newer Godzilla movies, the only thing I remember from the Godzilla movie, because I always hated it, all of it. I hated it all. And I'm only gonna watch this one to see her get punched in her face. Is when, remember in the movie, the very beginning of the movie, when Godzilla showed up the first time and the little Asian man was running up the plank and Godzilla was coming behind him, scared that man to death, and then the man was in the hospital and he's trying to tell them what happened, but he's like in shock. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It's the very beginning of the movie, and they're trying to figure out
I ain't gonna lie.
that was what happened. But he's laying there, and they're saying, "Well, what was it?" And and all he would say is "Godzilla, Godzilla." I sat in
Godzilla,
and just I had tears running down my face. I was
Godzilla.
At that
Godzilla.
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 Godzilla. I said,
Godzilla.
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 It's my favorite part of the whole franchise, honey. After that, I couldn't even tell you what the storyline is. That's about it.
He's like, fuck
that Jurassic Park stuff.
I can never get into Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park was good.
I can never get into Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World was pretty good too.
Really, I've always loved. Maybe because when it came out, I was such a les enfants.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Oh, what that mean?
Exactly.
Right. Godzilla.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
We ain't gonna act like say if I ain't just say les enfants, honey.
Les enfants.
Child.
Yes, honey. I was such an infant at that time. You know, I was such a kid.
What, when Godzilla came out?
Jurassic Park.
No, Jurassic Park. And you laugh.
Where the threes at? What a three?
Yes, I was such a les enfants.
Were you?
She said, "Were you?" Yay!
I saw, and I didn't see like all of that. The one I saw, whichever one it is, where they have the little bubbles. There's
that's the very first one.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm like, girl, what the hell a bubble? That's how you know I ain't watched this shit.
That's the first one, and then
when they were in the lab, and they found the little crystallized.
Yeah, but you know,
DNA
they was in a
thing.
bubble. Is whenever they were going through the no, that wasn't the first one. That was
I think it was a remake. One. It's like the remake.
That was the most recent one. Like
it was Jurassic World. That's the one that was in.
Yes.
Jurassic World. That was good.
That's what I thought. Too much lizards.
Oh yeah.
See, the thing is, I like dinosaurs.
That guy could talk to you, like the one knew him or whatever.
The who?
The guy is the one guy that was one of the scientists or something. The main guy, the lead male. He knew the little lizard child, and the lizard knew him. That's bullshit. Because it's the one fighting.
Don't talk about Blue like that.
Yeah, that's Blue. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the name of the lizard child.
Blue.
I said that's such bullshit.
Talk about the lizard.
Ain't nobody checking for that damn lizard.
I was thinking the whole time, honey, They have all these problems with these lizards, honey. All they need to do is go get Godzilla.
Oh,
She'll fix them all,
They
honey.
just gonna get Godzilla.
right.
Godzilla.
Did you
Godzilla.
watch Spiller Boy?
Godzilla.
Did you watch that new show, Generation?
Mm-mm.
It has Justice what's his name? Justice Smith. He's Micah from Queen Sugar's boyfriend.
Who
Yeah,
gets
so
on my nerves, honey?
I know you can't stand that child.
Honey.
Mike
Her
is
and
a bad.
Darla, honey. Them was the two characters they could throw away, honey. Him and Darla, set them both on vacation, honey.
Not throw them away.
He can't stand him. Like,
wow.
No, but I have to check it out.
It's
Generation.
Spiller Boy. When I tell you the way they tried my patience with this episode, and then when I found out who was in charge of all the girls for this, I said, of course it is.
Okay,
Well,
I'm gonna watch it. I ain't watched it yet because I ain't did a review. I done got dragged in Twitter. I got a direct message because I didn't review the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
babies don't be playing with you.
Not dragged, yes.
They don't play with you. They don't
I
play
said,
with you.
listen, it was the wedding. You know how I feel about Darla.
Right.
So I didn't review it. I watched it. And then last week was just too much. The whole George Floyd thing and it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And I didn't do the review. I just didn't get around to doing it. I was like, I don't feel like that. It's just too emotionally draining. I didn't do it. And they told me, honey, we want to see all the reviews. I said, oh.
Okay.
Right.
Do you?
Some of y'all got to remember now, I don't have a small
said what
back.
they said. That's what they said. You don't have a small back.
You don't have a small
right.
back. You better get on here and do these reviews.
Okay.
Period.
Damn it.
Well, speaking of small reviews, child, we finna get ready to get out of here because I know everybody's about done. We done been on here 2 hours and damn near 45 minutes, and I hope that we have enlightened y'all. Because the Night of Shade went to a night of nerdism too, so we nerded out a little bit. Huh?
Slightly.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're not a member of the channel, don't forget you can join to be a member of the channel. I do exclusive content and exclusive lives just for members only, and it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you don't get out here. And you know, it's something different. It's something for everybody here. I like to thank each and every one of my special guests this evening. Don't forget to go and check out the grandmother herself, Miss T.S. Madison, on Thursday for the T.S. Madison experience on WeTV.
Baby, it's time.
Thursday, T.S. Madison's heading down memory lane.
This place right here taught me how to be me.
But in order to heal from the past,
I've survived this.
she'll need to face the one person
My dad is just completely disrespectful.
And you let him.
who could change her life forever.
We need to start off at the top.
Don't miss the T.S. Madison experience, all new Thursday at 10 on WeTV, and catch up anytime on the WeTV app.
And don't forget to go out and check out Lyric's got a new show coming on Official Lyric.
2, 3, 4.
And as I always do, I'm going to start with Coco D. Coco D, with the T. Go ahead, let them know where to find you at, sweetheart.
Hey everyone, y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell to to get all of the notifications when Mother Jazmine Divine is on, honey. Y'all know where to find me. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Grindr, Struff, BGC, all of those good things. Check me out. Wink, wink. Good
All
night.
right. Hold please for a second for me. Miss Nivea, you got the floor, sweetheart.
Hey y'all, make sure, just like Coco said, like, subscribe, and share. And y'all find me down in these comments on all of the favorite shows that y'all been watching today. And that's what it is.
All righty then. Thank you so very much. Hold on for just a second. Miss Shayla, not to be confused with New Orleans Davis. You have the floor next, sweetheart.
Y'all already know. Gang shit. We
Right. I was just waiting for her ass to say it, girl.
All right, hold on just 1 second. The one and only can go and check out. Let's get his numbers up for y'all. The one and only Zalin Artist.
Hello, everyone. Y'all know what I always say at the end. Y'all know you're going to be back when we come back on Sunday, girl. So you might as well hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, because you know you enjoyed us going from one topic to the next, to the next, to the next, and then to the next. You got to see us be nerds for a second, girl. You got to see us read and drag stupid people for almost 3 hours. So do what y'all need to do. Also, as promised, me, Savon, and Miss Jazmine Divine did a review of Little Nas's video as well. So make sure you guys go and check that out. We're trying to get these numbers up, girl, like we did when we did the whole Nicole Kirkland thing. So get these numbers up and let's see if we can give you guys another thing of full of content, girl. So do all that. Make sure you subscribe to my mother and my auntie. And get their memberships up. Do what y'all need to do. Good night.
Thank you. Hold on for a second. And the one and only my special guest this evening. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of the fun and the laugh. I know you be hanging out in the bushes. Don't always come through and just slap me across the head, but you know you come through. Thank you for allowing me to be able to get inspiration from you, because a lot of people don't tell you that. But thank you, Spiller Boy. I appreciate you. And I'm going to give you the floor. I know you probably ain't going to say too much, but don't forget to go over to Treasure Lane, which AKA Spiller Boy TV. And if you are not getting into the content, y'all are missing out on a whole bunch of shit. So get into it, get into it, get into it. There you go, baby.
Child, I love hanging out with you guys. You know I ain't got no whole bunch to say. I'll see y'all next time.
Okay. If you can, please just hold on for just 1 second, please.
Okay.
The granddaughter herself, my sidekick, my ace bunku, the one and only, the official, the official co-hostess, Miss Savon from the Savon Experience. She's coming your way, y'all.
I know you need another YouTube show like you need another bad lace install. Join us Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Savon Experience.
Established 2007.
Starring Savon, Shukwansha, and Miss Jazmine Divine.
Why her piece so cute?
Damn it, Shukwansha, be professional. Join us this Saturday, 8 p.m. on YouTube.
All right, ma'am, you got the floor.
That always confuses me. Thank you guys for rocking with us tonight and all other nights. Your support means the absolute world. Look, don't mind our foolishness, honey. We just having fun. So if you sensitive, girl, we sorry. No, we ain't. We ain't sorry if you hurt your feelings, girl.
At
Toughen
all.
up, girl. However, you can definitely catch me on Saturdays. So for my solo, well, actually, it's not solo because all of us be here on Saturdays for either the Saturday Night Social Club, the Save On Experience, or the Shaquansha Takeover at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So join us. Here lately, we've been just doing the recap of the T.S. Madison experience. So we will be reviewing episode 5 that's coming up on Thursday. So make sure you guys go out there and watch it on WeTV. And make sure you do your following hashtags T.S. Madison, T.S. Madison Experience at WeTV and at World of Wonder. And like, share, and always subscribe, girl. That's it. Good night.
Well, before I get up out of here, don't forget, y'all, exclusive content with Girls Talk. Girls Talk is only exclusive where on, the membership only area. So don't forget, y'all, that is a new exclusive show that just came to our channel, and it's with the girls, and we have ourselves a good time, but you have to join in and see exactly what is what. So hold please for just a second. I'd like to tell each and every one of my special guests, thank you for coming and being a part of the show this evening. Thank you to the panel of minds that came in this evening. Thank you to Spilly Boy of Spilly Boy TV, came in, Reg Shop. Thank you for all of the new members. Thank you, Spilly Boy, for being a part of the Vines now. Thank you for everyone that just then came in. Y'all have helped make a crazy, stupid, reflected day into something that was very positive, and I do thank each and every one of y'all for doing it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to go out and support. And let's not forget, as I always say, God only made one you. If you're not you, who the hell else can you be? With that being said, y'all, don't forget, I love y'all and have a good night. Girls Talk will be released sometime tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but it'll be released sometime tomorrow. Love y'all. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you